finest in vinyl siding, rain gutters, overhangs, storm and replacement windows, even patios and decks, trust in the experts at Ultimate Siding and Gutters. In addition to being licensed and insured, our technicians are also friendly and courteous, performing hassle-free service and installation at affordable rates. Plus, we provide free estimates for commercial and residential structures. Our entire staff will exceed your expectations. For the ultimate in siding, gutters, and much more, call Ultimate Siding and Gutters today.
One area of our business where we impact the local communities pretty heavily is the school systems. So we work for school systems all over the northern part of the state of New Jersey. We operate their water systems, their wastewater systems. We do a lot of their permitting and compliance work, and we ensure that the water that the kids drink is clean. We go out and do the sampling to ensure that it's not contaminated. And we also treat the wastewater that's being generated at a lot of these facilities as well before it gets discharged to the environment. So we are supporting the local community through supporting the boards of education and the local school systems.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Racing Revolution. This is Patrick here with SimTraX Broadcasting, coming to you live here with the Racing Revolution. Of course, we are taking a look here at Ryan Twinham in the 88 Chevrolet as we start qualifying here. A couple of guys trying to narrow down some solid times here at the 2.6-mile track, the Alabama Mile Talladega Speedway. And, of course, this brings everybody out here, from what I always say, out of the woodwork. Some drivers you may have not seen in a long, long time, but every single time you come to Talladega, I swear, it brings almost 30 drivers, and that is almost how many I have locked and loaded here, Stella. But interesting to see, who is going to qualify tonight and who isn't.
Well, hopefully everybody will choose to qualify tonight. I would want to take my shot at being up front rather than in the back.
Yeah, I do want to give a shout out there to Chapman Environmental Services, Ultimate Siding and Gutters, and Butt Kicker, who are supporting this league and help them get around the track here and make sure that everybody does a great job, especially with their sponsorships out here. Right now, for some top times out there, Caleb Gilbert sitting on top, Robert Rader sitting second. Right now, Rader could use a good finish. He's been kind of stumbling here of this entire season. Got a third place last race, but is at least surviving right now. Whoa! Look out! That's Ryan Twinham here. Bink! Right on the wall. I believe I have a new driver out here, Joseph Joya. out here. Looks like he'll be rolling the number 2 Ford out there. And Nick Shell, he's out here as well. Alex Forget, yeah, there we go. Looking good. Oh, man, he didn't decide to do anything. So everybody's going to be doing something a little bit different here during this race, this being the SimTraX Super 250. Drivers who are out here are going to be actually supporting superheroes out there. And right now we're taking a look at Jackson Lomax. And he says, nothing sues a rusty bumper like Rusty's.
Okay.
Yep. Maybe if he makes a podium today, we'll get the greatest. The Rusty's medicated bumper ointment team ran great race today. And remember, with a little Rusty's and an insane amount of luck, you too can look like me. Ka-chow.
My. Alrighty then.
All right. Let's see Jackson Lomax right now sitting 23rd. He's hoping to pick up just a little more pace. There we go. Jackson Lomax still sitting there. Come on. Yuck. Not a good time here from Jackson Lomax, 54.29. I will say, qualifying time is going to be it's going to be okay here tonight. I wouldn't expect a whole lot, seeing that this track is really reliant on the draft. Not too many drivers are really going to be, pushing it that hard, if you ask me, to really change their position out there. But Stella, give me a little shout out here about Chapman. I think Chapman deserves a little bit this week.
Well, sure, because they always provide integrated environmental management and consulting services. They do broad spectrum regulatory compliance, permitting, field sampling services, and more. If you'd like to contact them, visit chapmanes.com.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna change up a couple of these driver numbers here so it looks all nice and pretty. Everybody should be gridding up here on the track, and I'll tell you what, Stella, the way these drivers are going to be, lining up for this race here tonight. I'm really interested to see who is going to be there, who's going to be fast, who's going to be in the right position here tonight, heading into this one. Boy, they get a nice shot of that pace car. It's exactly what I want to look at.
It just kept getting closer and closer.
Unbelievable. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineup here tonight for the SimTraX Super 250. Caleb Gilbert and Robert Rader, both from Element X Racing, starting in the front row. This is going to be huge for them. I'm interested to see if one's going to duck off from the other and tuck behind. I would probably assume not. Travis Gilbert will be starting third next to Nick Alves. Jeremy Burns, fifth place for him. Jeffrey Israel, sixth position for him, as he'll be starting in front of the two guys, Kevin Orlando and John Fike. Now, Kevin Orlando's kind of looking to redeem himself after the Atlanta race. He needs to get another win to get back into the playoffs. Nick Shell will be starting ninth. Micheal Bennett, Mr. Restrictor Plate, will be starting in the top 10. So everybody's got high hopes for Micheal Bennett. But who else we have high hopes for is Matthew Robinson, who has been extremely dominant when it comes to super speedway tracks. Right now, if you guys pay attention to the podcast, that was my pick, Matthew Robinson, to win this race. Let's see how well he can do. But he'll be starting next to Alex Forget into the 11th position, in the 12th position. Now moving on to Philip Martin and Joseph Joya will be 13th and 14th. Trevor Keith in that 15th position. Trevor Earhart starting way back outside the 15th position, so he'll be starting really on the second half of the field, with Christopher Schaefer starting 17th and Kynan Jones all the way back there in 18th. But we talk about guys being here in the back, Stella. I'm looking at Justice Murphy and Wayne Lowe. Two drivers from BDE Motorsports. They'll be joined back there with Christopher Berger and Jacob Sirkovich. Jacob Sirkovich now in 22nd. So I see at least three guys back here. They've got to figure out how to turn their way back to the front. Ryan Twinham will be in the 23rd position with Jackson Lomax 24th. Rounding out the final drivers in our field, Grant Thorpe, the number 77 machine, finally getting his way into the playoffs. He'll be lining up 25th. And 26th for Brandon Dunford. Tay McDonald, really, really far back spot for him. I think no qualifying time out of him. For Parker Johnson as well, starting 28th. Blake Cook in the number 4, next to Dylan Smoot, who is 30th, and our 31st driver. will be Brandon Richardson. And Richardson right now I'm showing may be having some trouble. I do not see him connected out there. That number 29 machine did not make it out onto the track. So 30 drivers here for Talladega. And Stella, as tight and as careful as these drivers have to be, you know, where do you start on the first couple laps here?
Oh my heavens, out in front. Because the best the NASCAR guys can do is two cautions, and one of those is usually right off the bat. So if it was my pick, I would want to be as far up front right off the bat as I could.
Yep, well, definitely having that dirty air in the back is not going to pay off. They've got to get their way up to the front, but sometimes leading up front can be a bad idea too. So let's get ready as these guys get launched here. Waiting for Barney in the flag booth to let her rip. Alrighty, green flag's out. Barney's letting her wave. Here we go. Now notice everybody's going to be kind of a little bit to a slow start here. That's because of the gearing of the cars. They're going to wind up here pretty soon, and then we'll be off to some super speed. Definitely these guys cranking it up over 190 miles an hour. Give it just a second. We'll keep our eye on Raider there in the 53. Notice how that outside line kind of definitely fell apart here. There's Raider touching almost that 190 mark. There we go. And give it a little bit for these tires to tack up, and then the speed will come already into fifth gear. Notice on different leagues we see, they don't take it into fifth. They keep it on fourth. But look at Kevin Orlando. Orlando giving a push here to Travis Gilbert and gets the two of them out front.
Yeah, the outside line seems to be working real well.
Yeah, definitely every single time. I've got to admit, you know, noticing when Kevin Gilbert, when Kevin Gilbert. When Kevin Orlando and Travis Gilbert get together, these two can really link up and push their way down each one of these lines here. But I believe on the outside, that's the number 6 out there, Jeffrey Israel, hung out to dry here. He's gonna have to find a way to tuck in here.
Oh yeah, because without that draft, it looks like he's standing still.
Yeah, now he's getting passed there by Kynan. Next, he's continuing to go on back. Lost 14 positions, and he's got to figure out how to wedge his way back in.
He's in enough, at least.
Wow. Yeah, it looked like something may have happened there. He's going to be fighting his way back to the front here. So let's get our tower and figure out where our guys are. As everybody is sliding around. Micheal Bennett, Mr. Restrictor Plate, there in the front, now sitting third. Outside line for him. Looks like the Batman scheme's going to get him there.
All right.
Let's see if Alex Forget can push him along here. Not too bad here out of Performance Motorsports. Already getting a couple of guys here into the top 5. Nick Alves peeking just outside, sitting 6th. See him there in the 24 machine in that little bit different car there. Let me see if we can get a little bit of a closer view here of what he's racing here.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching Joya.
There you go, Batman and Robin.
Yes.
There we go. All right. I definitely like it when guys link up. You know, they've been able to, come up with paint schemes that kind of match and do a little bit differently than everybody else. Right now, biggest loser of the race so far, Jeffrey Israel, down 18 positions from down to 24. Got knocked out. John Fike, as he's on his way down to 17th. He's lost 9. So a bunch of drivers shifting and moving around. Jeremy Burns has almost lost a few. He's up, Jeremy Burns is actually moving now here on the inside as they go 3 wide with Chris Schaefer on the outside and Kynan Jones in the middle. So Jeremy Burns retaining some of his positions back, getting back to 10th. Schaefer now hung out. And seems no one wants to try that outside line. This track is completely capable of 3 wide, and I think this is the league that can do it. So Travis Gilbert into the leading most of the laps here so far tonight. Check out there in the chat. Hey, Chuck Fletcher, glad to see you here, man. We will be joining you Saturday and Sunday over there at the Big Show. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Keeping us busy.
Yeah, Dover, Michigan is where we'll be joining these guys. Let's get a little bit of a chase copter cam here. Looks like some trouble happening there, kind of brewing in the back.
Whee!
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, something's going on back here. Excellent angle from these guys. And you notice no trouble here as of yet. Yeah, I would probably say the big one is going to happen. There's no way, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but as to when is where it's going to be. Taking a look here at Kynan Jones, 11th position for him. So far, so good out of Kynan, up 7 positions. He's finding the right lane here, but look on the outside at Chris Schaefer.
Chris Schaefer.
Starting to come back. Use a little bit of that door draft. Now, it takes a lot of skill, a lot of patience, and he'll be able to slide there on the outside. But hoping that guy on the inside of you, regardless who it is, it's trouble. It's trouble. It's hard to find a good area where guys aren't going to get blasted to pieces. But Alex Forget now has the lead as he takes the inside line, getting pushed by Micheal Bennett. Away they go. Looks like Kevin Orlando is going to help fuel this inside line roll.
Yeah, I'm watching Trevor Earhart. He wants to push, but when he's behind Joseph Joya there is just way too much zigzag in that man's line to be able to give him a giddy up and go.
Yeah, 100%. I think Joseph, him being new here, Joya may be in some trouble. Earhart smells weakness here. He's going to go around the outside. Hit that aerodynamic bubble. Watch the number 2. This may be our trouble mark here. Let's see if everybody can floss around him. Notice who is going around him. Looks like the last driver out of that line is going to be Robinson. Robinson gives a shove, trying to not get caught 3 wide in this turn. 2 is getting loose. Now think about it. He's in a vacuum right now, so the 2 has to maintain very, very closely. Huge run here by Christopher Schaefer here in the back. Schaefer runs up on Philip Martin. Philip Martin at least getting back to where he started in 13th position. But Schaefer still hung out to dry on the outside, and he's trying to fight his way back to the front, but just can't seem to find a hole to either get back in or use his run to get back to the front. So Schaefer originally started 17th. He's trying to see if he can find it again, working on the outside here of Trevor Keith. Trevor Keith in the 15 machine. And not too bad by Keith. Keith, unfortunately, has lost a few spots here. He's been kind of working on his way on back, but still good moves here by Trevor Keith. Let's see how he's doing. Definitely like watching the concentration, seeing how people zone in, man. They definitely, when you get super speedway racing, everybody thinks, you can hold that wheel lightly. You drive around, everything just kind of comes to you. That is not the case. I say you got to be on more high alert here than you do a short track.
Yeah, it's there's so many minute details that will affect everything. I mean, Chris Schaefer on the outside, he could accomplish this door draft pass that he's doing as long as the guy on the inside holds still.
Yeah, well, it's tough, and Winley, as much as these guys move around, you can't expect somebody to sit right in the same spot. But notice how you see these guys kind of seesawing back and forth here. The front to back, and if these guys would almost connect and push, one of these lines could be more dominant than the other, but it doesn't seem to be that way, as Kevin Orlando is taking the lead here. Travis Gilbert sitting second, and Alex Forget third. Trevor Earhart has moved up the most out of anybody else on the track, 12 positions. Now 13 as he gets third, outside line for him. He's going to continue his charge here. I expect to see Trevor probably drop down to the inside, and Alex Forget to move him. There he goes, down to the bottom.
Yep.
Alex Forget is going to pick up the pace here because he's going to have the draft. Watch the 19. Here he comes. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now, what does the 19 do? Is Alex Forget give him a push? And he does.
Oh, yeah.
Great bumping here. What they need is Micheal Bennett here in the 14. See if Batman can get up there. Robin behind him slacking off a little bit.
He is coming up. It would give him those, that 3-car bundle.
Yeah, but I want to keep my eye here on Matthew Robinson. Like I said, one of the favorites to win. Inside line, you just saw the move. So Matthew Robinson trying to see if he can find a lane here.
And he has a superhero.
That he does. Let's see if we can get down there. Yeah, it looks like we got the Hulk on there.
Look at that.
Looks good. Oh, my God. All right, now I'm going to really get him. Chevrolet car, Ford shirt. My God.
I thought it was going to be something about the bear behind it.
Still working here on the inside line here for Matthew Robinson. Back down to 8th. Looks like Trevor Earhart's having a little trouble here because the inside line has stalled out. Outside line going to have some trouble with Joya out there. The number 2 is looking way loose. I think Philip Martin is kind of puckered right now. Maybe one of those pit stops are going to get a pry bar out there and dig it out of him because he's nervous.
Here we go, another push from Alex.
Yeah, and right now I really like what Alex is doing here. He's pushing in the right spots. It takes a lot of talent to push around a turn, but you see how he waits right here. He waits, he aims for that position right on the straightaway, and then gives him a little shove. Now notice how Micheal Bennett is actually faded off below. Oh, man!
Ooh, Travis. Oh, I didn't even notice Kevin Orlando popped down there with him.
Yeah, that was a dangerous move there. Looking at Kevin Orlando and Travis Gilbert cut down in front of Earhart, and Earhart got a huge rush of speed because he had all the draft he needed. Goes up and gives Travis Gilbert a good nudge there, and now watch the outside lane just fall off here as the number 2 is still sliding around. This isn't looking good.
Oh.
Right now, Nick Alves is Nick Alves. Holy cow! Let's see how he's doing. Attaboy. Look at them eyes. You better head check, buddy, because they're everywhere. Holy cow. Single file all the way back to the 8th position. Then we start getting double wide back there with Caleb Gilbert, Philip Martin, Robert Rader, and Kynan Jones.
And he has a must be something grizzly, maybe.
Yeah,
he has a matching.
I noticed that in the background. It's kind of the same
matching
thing.
Shirt.
What in the world?
I think they're involved in another sport. How dare they?
What? Hold on. If that's the case, then show me. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought maybe we had a shot at everybody from Performance Motorsports having that. Looks like he does have Performance back there on the table. Look at that. What in the world am I getting? I'm missing out on something here. These boys better tune me in.
Oh.
All right.
I noticed that stuff back there because I get to be the color person. So I see all these fun things. You know, you see all the other sports. He golfs.
Speaking of golfing, Justice Murphy back here in the 19th position. Watching most of these drivers. Here they come down pit road. Whoa! The amount of drivers coming down pit.
That's a crowd.
That it is.
Crowd.
All right, let's talk about who it is. Travis Gilbert, Orlando. Alice Forget, Micheal Bennett, Matthew Robinson, Rader, Nick Alves, Caleb Gilbert, John Fike, Jeremy Burns, Jeffrey Israel, Joya, Keith, McDonald are down. Already having some trouble down there. Number 9 of Jeremy Burns already in a lot of trouble here. He's going to be fighting after that one. He's not going to be happy about that.
No, he was trying to drift into the lane. There we go.
Well, the worst part is, a stop like this could be very detrimental. Here's what you got to keep your eyes out for. Right now, he's going to have a hard time catching back up to the field because that's his next guy.
No draft.
He is out of the draft.
Yep.
Speaking of which,
I'm learning. He has a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
That he does. I believe that's Michelangelo.
I believe you.
That is Michelangelo in the orange, which only brings up the question while everybody else is coming down pit. Let's see if Robert Rader. Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
There's Raphael. How about Caleb Gilbert? Yes.
Yeah, now you wanted to talk getting your act together. You had the Batman and the Robin. You got okay, we're missing one.
Yep, there's Leonardo. And then I'm missing Jeffrey Israel here. There he is. In the blue, Donatello.
And Jeffrey Israel, by chance, has a daughter named Eleanor. And it is her first birthday today. So, wife Kristen is watching at home. We all wish Eleanor, who was named after the Mustang, hint, hint, a very happy first birthday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, so speaking of which, I did want to kind of mention out there, Stella, kind of what we got going on here.
What do we have?
With the winner of tonight's race.
Oh.
Yeah, tonight's race is going to win a little bit of money here. You're going to win $20 plus. I thought since sponsoring this race, it would be awesome that the winner of tonight's race is going to get a brand new paint scheme, compliments of Raven Graphics out there, and he paints for the Coca-Cola 600 guys, the ones you see out there on TV. So the winner of this race will have their choice of a paint scheme when they get if they win the race here tonight. So.
All right, that sounds exciting. I hope it's somebody who put some time in to do their superhero paints.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then, that means they'll have a lot of creativity to do a new paint.
Yeah. 100%. Maybe that would be a la carte there. Would say. Ooh, and $20. Interesting. I wonder how Raider has kind of lined that one up. If the best paint scheme gets $20 and the winner gets the scheme.
Oh.
That might be an idea.
I do not know.
All right, well, we'll see. Right now, Travis Gilbert's lined up for both of them here. Regardless of which one, led by all three Fords here in the front row. Looking pretty solid. Earhart and his number 21 Chevrolet sitting fourth. Kynan Jones is fifth. Pretty solid here. Stella, talk to me about stages. I'm sure we have one here. Guys have all come down pit, so that means something.
We do, but the stage is not until 30 or after 25 if there is a one of those nasty yellow things. If there's a caution. I was looking at, it says winner will get free paint scheme and $20.
What? So it's winner takes all.
It looks like it from what I am reading up here on the Discord.
All right. That's how we'll do it. That's how we'll do it. Taking a look at the top 16 drivers who have made it out there. After that, we're looking at about a 6-second gap before Blake Cook or Jacob Sirkovich can catch Alice Forget here. So Travis Gilbert, Robert Rader, Kevin Orlando, Trevor Earhart, Philip Martin, Kynan Jones, Justice Murphy, Trevor Keith, Jackson Lomax, Caleb Gilbert. Looks like Grant Thorpe, Tay McDonald, Matthew Robinson, Nick Alves, and Micheal Bennett and Alice Forget bringing up the rear of this pack. So fantastic job. Right now, it's interesting to see that Performance Motorsports got all their guys in here. Right now, they're sitting 14th, 15th, and 16th, and Matthew Robinson reaching out there in the 12th. They could have a chance to get a little farther, but they got some more collection to do here. Team BDE's got a few drivers in there as well, and Element X, unfortunately, is missing Jeremy Burns.
Jeremy, yeah.
Jeremy Burns all the way here after that tumble up there in pit, 28th position.
I would like to bring the attention to, I believe that's Parker. Yep, Parker Johnston, and he has some Powder Puff Girls.
Does he really?
I think so.
Oh my God. Oh, dude.
Yeah. I thought so.
And the worst part is I'm 33 years old and I know them.
Well.
Yeah, I know. That's Blossom on the front. All right, Balloons, Bubbles, and those.
Oh, you mean you know them?
Yeah, I know the Powerpuff Girls. All right, rotating back up front. Philip Martin.
For that.
And you want to talk about moving a lot of positions. So let's talk about at least the top 10. Kevin Orlando's moved up 6. Earhart's moved up 14. Philip Martin's picked up 10. Murphy, 15. Jackson Lomax has picked up 18. Kynan's picked up 13. Trevor Keith has moved up 8th. Grant Thorpe has moved up 17. Caleb Gilbert has dropped down 8th, though. Down to 9th. And Matthew Robinson's picked up 1 for the top 10 run here.
Now, I do have a question. half of this group pit and the other half is not? Or is everybody basically pit right now?
Everybody's pit. I
Okay.
think just some drivers waited an extra lap.
I mean, that really has made a huge.
Kind of back there. Kind of
Yeah.
faded off something bad there. Something happened. Taking a look at I'm taking a look at Grant Thorpe. Looks like he's running Mermaid Man.
That is what that says.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That is Mermaid Man. Oh boy. So if that's Mermaid Man, I wonder if I got Barnacle Boy out there. Oh boy. Let's find Blake. Nope, not Blake. We have Jackson Lomax. Let's try Jackson.
Zuckervich did not get the memo.
Burger. Not Burger.
Nope.
Oh, come on. What?
Nope. They did not. See, that's what happens, guys, when you keep all your stuff so secret. Nobody can chime in, you know?
Man.
Now, a lot of these guys kept everything, under their hat for quite some time.
I would too. I wouldn't want anybody stealing my idea. I would kind
Well,
of bite.
I'm not going to steal it, but they might, add to it. What am I looking at?
Galaxy.
Okay. If it is, I need a different name. Okay.
Man, oh man. All right, lap 25 here. So far, Earhart has now gotten the lead. Moving out front. I'm waiting for Matthew Robinson to go up there and finally get him a lead lap here. Outside line for him is what he's chosen. Justice Murphy staying on the inside, so that means Micheal Bennett sitting behind him. Where is Nick Alves? Right now they could use Nick Alves back here. That'll be the last of the four of them here. Seeing the Micheal Bennett, Matthew Robinson. I think Alex Forget sitting 13th, so Performance Motorsports seems to have the pit strategy here tonight.
Woo.
Yeah, I know. There's some weird stuff going on out there.
They're scaring me.
Yeah, not
I
looking
know.
good.
That is one thing about this this track is that you're constantly on edge. Is this the one? Oh dear, is that the one? Is this what's going to cause the big one?
All right, check that out. Matthew Robinson's finally got it. Into the lead, outside line for him. Trevor Keith now getting a huge shove by Caleb Gilbert. Caleb Gilbert coming alive. Pushing Trevor Keith into the lead. This right now is huge for our drivers.
Wow.
Moving and shifting around here. What do you think about it? What do you think about a matchup here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah.
All right, we are filling up.
Yeah,
Look at all
this.
these handsome gentlemen out here.
Yeah, I think I'm missing only one spot. You can thank Kevin Orlando for that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Way to
looking good.
put him on the spot.
Man, look at that outside line there with Trevor Earhart. Man, what a move. Caleb Gilbert giving him a push. Kynan Jones hanging out here in the top 5. You can see Kynan's making sure he's buying himself some space here. Doesn't want to get in any sort of trouble, and I don't blame him.
Yep, because he's not usually up here. He's back in the
no.
danger area. What?
Yeah, not looking good. I'm taking a look at where Kynan is. You saw Trevor Earhart and Caleb Gilbert duck on off, which absolutely slams all the air straight onto Kynan Jones' nose there. Slows him down, so now it's going to be up to Nick Alves to push him here to the front. Looks like Tay McDonald is going to be behind him. Glad to see Tay. Tay right now, biggest mover of the race. 22 positions up, and he's continuing on. Now 23, looking for 24. He's got it. Oh, there's the huge area. Nick Alves leaves Kynan behind, so now the race in the front Kynan's got to show what he's worth now. We're coming with about a couple more laps to go before the stage.
Ah, that's true, and they get stage bonus points for winning.
Yep, that they do. Tay McDonald sitting behind Kynan. He's trying to push him here. Let's take a look here. At Tay McDonald.
I believe there's family members. Well, see now, Tay, you gotta win so you can have you tell us who's on the call. Yes.
Yeah, check out Tay McDonald. But not for long. Outside line. Alice Forget and Justice Murphy. Now, that's always the thing here about a super speedway. It always changes up. Guys who have been fighting all season now have to work together. Outside line, Kevin Orlando. Here he comes.
Yeah.
Inside line, 73. And Tay McDonald sends it. Gets around Kynan Jones here. Kynan now caught.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, I don't see where it was his fault. We are 4 wide heading into turn 1. Kynan keeps it together. Not too bad. Everybody racing for stage points here. Looks like Nick Alves got knocked out. And we're going to continue. What a move. 3 wide heading into turn 3. As we keep going, does Trevor Earhart help push Justice in the center? Center line could be faster. Right now, Matthew Robinson watching it. And we all pray there's going to be no problems. Guys, this is only the stage. This isn't the race win. If the race win goes like this would be beautiful. Justice Murphy is out front. He's finally broken free. Trevor Earhart loses him. Oh, the squeeze! Justice Murphy's going to get it there at the line.
Wow.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
And, yeah.
Holy cow.
You know it's exciting when I really shut up because I'm probably holding my breath.
Holy cow. That was a wild run here.
That was intense. That was. Oh, my.
Yeah, that was wild here. Seeing how that one went, I want to find where Kynan ended up getting shoved 4 wide here at the line. That was an insane run. And you can't, and like I said, I saw no harm in what he did because when Tay sent that thing 4 wide, it got nutty.
Fight.
All right, let's take a look at it here. See where Tay took it sideways. He's trying to find room.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't think he knew that Nick Alves was underneath of him. Yeah, Nick may have gotten underneath him and loosened him up, but he kept it alive.
Yes.
Excellent job.
That's my thing, is there was no trying to swing it back up on the track or yank it around, and that worked out very nicely. Just smooth and hold on to it and keep your line.
Yep.
Nicely done.
So far, so good. Our first caution will come out there. Tanner's already saying we need that guy, Logan Romney. He's the real wheel man. That is possible. Word through the grapevine is Mr. Romney's in some hot water with iRacing right now because of some issues, but we'll see. Yeah, I think he's not been good. And all it takes is one protest from somebody out there who's not happy with what you're doing, and that's what ends up happening. Alrighty.
Kind of like Hollywood.
Yep. Man, oh man, oh man. Pace car lights are on. I'm assuming everybody's coming down pit. There's no reason why they shouldn't be. Question is, does anybody take tires?
What's garbage?
You see the butt kicker in the Racing Revolution? Good Lord.
Oh.
I know, I programmed that. Can you believe that? What a...
Tisk.
I know. I got that tower all squared away, buy more real estate, and that's what I get. Unbelievable. I think somebody stayed out. Jeremy Burns stayed out.
Interesting.
I like the idea. I love it. I love the call. Jeremy Burns will come down. What he's doing is buying himself an extra lap of fuel here.
Okay.
Because he'll go to the back of the pack and squeeze an extra lap.
But I'm curious, do you think because he was out all by himself that he used more or used less for once he got off of when he had a bad pit stop?
Seeing the stages shouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
It shouldn't be too bad. Let's see if we can grab hold of the driver. Yeah, let's grab a hold of him. We talked to him last time. He hung out with us last time. We're going to talk to him now. Justice Murphy, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
Oh, man. Talk to me about this stage win.
It's kind of unexpected. I was willing to finish about 25th in that stage. That's what it took to live. But we got in the pits. I got in and out really well, and it flipped the position for us. And track position's key around here, so it's hard to go anywhere once you're locked in the back 2x2. But once we got up there, we're kind of racing around 7th, and then kind of got up in the right runs there, and then once we were 3 wide, got a hell of a push from old Mr. Earhart.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to poke you here a little bit. Is the Spider your superhero tonight?
The Spider is my superhero tonight.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man. That's right.
All right, Justice. Well, good luck to you the rest of the race, man. I think it's going to be pretty wild. If that ends up finishing just like that, man, I can't wait to see how it goes.
Oh, I'll be excited. I hope to be back up here at the end of the race.
Oh, yeah. Take it easy.
Yep.
All right, everybody. That's Justice Murphy getting rocking here. I want to go ahead and grab a hold of Nick Alves. I've got to know. Raider's also coming down pit. I do want to note that. Raider on his way down pit. It looks like he's working his way back out. Raider had 1 minute and 57 seconds of pit time.
Ouch.
Yeah, so I don't know if Raider's down a lap here.
We have no race control to ask if it was a penalty or not.
Yeah. I want to pop back real quick. Lap 15, it says Joya had a problem here. Whoa!
Oh, that is a problem.
Yeah, there was no caution, so he missed pit. That's why he ended up a lap down. Parker Johnston is also down, but I believe Parker Johnston might be out of it.
Is what it says.
Yeah, I think
Wonder
he's
why.
down in the down the garage area. Where's Nick Alves?
Right where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make sure we don't yank him in right before the pace car ducks on off here.
Well, that would be bad.
Yep, it would. That'd be some noob stuff here. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, they got perfect time. We got plenty of time. Let's see if we can grab old Nick Alves here. Nick Alves.
Hey, what's going on, Patty?
All right, man. Talk to me about this race here. All right, and one of them, the biggest thing I want you to highlight on, that 4 wide situation, man. That thing got wild, and both you and Kynan were able to pull out of it here. Talk to me.
I didn't realize we were actually 4 wide there. I just thought Tay gave him a shove. He went in the middle. Now I was just going to follow Tay on the inside line, and I thought Kynan just kind of forced himself down. But if we were 4 wide, I had no idea. But glad we didn't wreck there. Only had 20 seconds of optional and still managed to get 2 stage points out of it. So not too terrible.
Yeah, well, it was 4 wide when Tay slung to the bottom. I don't think Kynan knew that you were down the bottom, but it looked like both of you came and connected right at the same time. And, man, running out of real estate when it starts getting that wide. You guys can run 3 wide, no problem, but 4 wide, man, I guess you guys are trying something different, man. Hopefully we'll see you here in the end, bud.
Thanks, Patty. And thanks for the update. Did not know that, so appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, bud. Alrighty, everybody, and that's going to do it for Nick Alves here. He's going to keep on rocking here. Hope he doesn't think I mean they were 4 wide when the contact happened. That was not in the least bit what happened, but that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, it was getting 4 wide there and kind of loosened way up, and that's exactly what happens, is there's just absolutely no air there. It takes all the vacuum away and gets them loose. Alrighty, let's get back underway. Definitely love supporting Talladega Speedway here. Definitely gets the eyeballs out here as everybody shows up. Justice Murphy and Matthew Robinson definitely showing up here. 1 and 2. Number 3 is going to be Trevor Earhart. Kevin Orlando wishes he had something out there to give him a push. Right now, Trevor Keith may have been a little slow on the restart as Kevin Orlando marching backwards.
Yeah, Matthew Robinson needs to hold that line if he's going to be pushing Justice. He's kind of sawing back and forth, and I think there's some puckerage going on.
Yeah, I will admit, taking a look out there, Matthew Robinson did take tires. Justice Murphy did not. The heat is still in Justice Murphy's tires, but Earhart, Robinson, Kevin Orlando at least had an 11.5-second pit stall time, maybe 2, and Micheal Bennett just in the top 5. These guys took tires, so Justice Murphy, the only one not to take tires here. Getting back out on the track, I can't blame him. It might not be a bad idea, seeing that Talladega really doesn't wear your tires down that bad.
Yeah, and he's not taken tires on several tracks. So to me, I think he kind of has that conservation down pretty well.
Let's take a look back here. Chris Schaefer again. Look at the run.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's pulling a C-to-C move here. Outside line. He's going to try and make something work. What does he do?
But he's not in dirt.
Yeah, I know. Let's see what John Fike. I want to see if John Fike can kind of come up here and help him out there. That would be awesome for this outside line, because I think the 53 back there, Raider, will be able to file back there. Now, I've got to admit, I think that's why I get so confused, is I look back here in the back end, I'm like, man, that's the 53? I mean, right now, Raider's back here in the 21st position. Now, I can't say anything. You know, Dale Earnhardt has won from the 18th position, 5 to go, won the race. So, you know, regardless of any place anybody is in here on the track, there's still a possibility. But we are 3 wide, starting with Chris Schaefer. Schaefer now sitting 13th, and we are marching on. Kynan's stuck in the middle again. Right now sitting 15th. Excellent moves here. Let's see if we can get that chase copter view. Oh, man. All right, a couple of guys getting loose. Looks like the 18 of Sirkovich getting loose there on the bottom. 3 wide. Everybody's all tightened up. Let's move our way up front. There's contact. Couple of drivers getting loose. Philip Martin is one of them.
Oh, hang on to it, guys.
Oh, yeah, they're able to hold on. Are you kidding me? This is the Racing Revolution here, but we got somebody coming back.
That's what I'm saying. I saw him.
I think that's Dylan Smoot. Dylan Smoot has spun out here. And with a track like this, I can't say that he's going to be able to recover from this.
Well, he will have no stage breaks, but he might have a caution later on in the race where he can get back in with the clump.
Yeah, he's going to have to require that. Parker Johnston, hey, he made it back out. Not quite sure what happened. 2 laps down for him. Maybe able to rejoin. Let's get back up front with the 3 wides getting dicey. Remember I said Raider was in the 21st? Now 9th. Continuing on, pushed by Jeremy Burns. Burns still pushing. Look at Burns. Here comes Travis Gilbert. Man, this center line is going to be the one to beat here as Kevin Orlando has the lead. Don't mind the smoke. That was from the last spin. We've still got some fighting going on here in the back around Nick Schell. Schell stuck in the center. He'll be backed up there by Christopher Schaefer. Schaefer back to the inside. Notice how he was on the outside line in the lead, and Schaefer's dropped back down to 20th. So the entire field is kind of doing this shuffle move of guys in the front, guys on the outside. It's just which lane is faster. And honestly, from any angle, there's no good place to be. There's no bad place to be. It's just who's pushing, who's a little gutsier, who's going to make that extra shot. Because right now, look at Raider. Dumping off and leaving Jeremy Burns behind here. And now Raider, watch what he does. He'll be able to suck up to the back of Matthew Robinson. And I expect to see him sling back to the outside again. But Jeremy Burns is looking to shut that door here. Oh, Robinson. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Yeah, Robinson kind of made a little bit of an accordion effect here. He's got to catch back up to Justice Murphy. And he does. Back up to Justice Murphy. Now the outside line is going to start moving as you see Travis Gilbert starting to fold the rear bumper in of Jeremy Burns. Burns, remember we talked about how he had all that pit trouble? 5th position for him, so he's still on the move. Right now, the Mountain Man has conquered it. He's getting to the top. He's just got a little farther to go.
Yeah, you say there's no bad place to be, but I'll tell you, being in the middle when they go 3 wide, that's not a great place to be.
Yeah, speaking of which, going 3 wide, looks like Travis Gilbert is kind of egging that one on. Outside line for him and the number 22 Ford. Now he's marching back. Look at this. Oh, no. Nick Schell, hold on, 34. 34 back. Here it comes, the bumper banging around. All right, look like everybody stayed solid there. Good Lord.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, I bet you Travis Gilbert wished he hadn't have done that. Sitting over in the top 10, now down to 16th, moving up to the front again. Trevor Keith and Earhart going at it. Looks like Earhart gets around. Justice Murphy's going to follow the outside line. Still thorn in the side, Rob Rader. Rader now sitting in the top 5, moving his way up, sitting 4th. Still continuing, looking for 3rd. He's got it. Following behind Justice Murphy. Murphy's going to duck on out. Rader's going to stay to the outside. Roll behind Earhart. Earhart dumps him, says nope, no thanks, but that's okay. Jeremy Burns going to make up the gap and push Rader to the lead. Rader's got it. 3 wide to the outside. Here we come again. Now Caleb Gilbert in the 54 making up some ground here. This is huge. Look at this. We are 3 wide for the next 4 rows. Right now, Robert Raiders looks like something hit the brakes on his car here, and we are marching back again.
What in the world?
There we go. Right now, Christopher Schaefer moves back down. This may give the option for Rader to pick up the pace again. Because when Rader got out front, all that fresh air hit the brakes on the front of his car without being pushed. So Rader's going to have a huge burst of speed here. Travis Gilbert from 16th back to 4th. Talk about these guys sliding around here, Stella.
I love it. I love it. They're not close yet to the all-time record, though.
Oh, no. 4 wide. We're going to see it happen again. Justice Murphy, here he comes. Watch out, Christopher Schaefer. Schaefer now still sliding 4 wide. Rader trying to work it around. Rader's still stuck 4 wide as the 36 machine outside of Christopher Berger lets him in. Wow. Talk about letting up here. Schaefer still on the march back. Nick Alves going to go ahead on around him. Schaefer from the top 5 now back down to 16th. Only person stuck behind him is Jeremy Burns. Burns was up there in the top 5, back to 18th. Man, are these guys moving around.
Yeah, this is a lot of moving, but look at the precision and the skill. Because, I mean, this is the real deal.
Yeah, and when a mistake is made, these guys are pulling back out of it. So Caleb Gilbert back where he originally started this race in the 1st position. Tay McDonald, biggest mover of the race, looking to get most of this field passed as he started 26 positions back. So 27th is where he started, and he now has the lead.
Excellent.
So continue on. Tay McDonald, you are the man here tonight. If he could maintain this position, hard charger for him. So Tay McDonald, not too bad here, buddy, out in the front. Seeming to keep the charge. Ryan Twinham, we haven't seen him out here. I think this is probably his first returning race back to the Racing Revolution. They'll be in front, but watch this. 22, remember Chris Schaefer decided to take it 3 wide. He's doing it again. Back up to the front, top 5 here, and we're going at it again. Yeah, Tay McDonald cuts him off here, and Schaefer nicks him. This might be the one.
Hold it. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Hold it. Yes.
How did this just happen? Caution is out. Tay McDonald scrapes the front of the nose off his car. Backed up by Schaefer, then backed up by the 53 of Robert Rader, and then I think Jackson Lomax may have been the next one that was right behind them.
Okay. I 2 questions. 1, did something else happen behind that caused the caution? Because honestly, nobody was going backwards. And 2, they're passing people. I didn't think we could pass once the caution's thrown.
I think they're getting back in line. When the caution was thrown and they were caught on the outside, they get to resume their position.
Oh, so all the people who avoided them
yes,
don't get to pass them.
Correct. Back to the position. So, all right, everybody, hold on just a second. We're going to head to caution. Let's try to break that one down one more time.
Right.
Everybody, this is one of those ones that taking a look here from the top. We saw how Tay McDonald was in the front here. Tries to shut the door on Schaefer. Looks like contact on the wall, both from Schaefer and Rader at the same time. And a little hook right here. But this is the part that gets me. Notice how they don't kill each other to continue this on.
No.
Everyone holds off. Kind of moves down to the bottom. Jeremy Burns gives him some room.
But all 4 of the guys are following in this perfect little ant line.
Yeah.
And nobody wrecks. I mean, technically, I don't consider this a wreck. I've seen Raider hit the wall 22 more times than that, on a race and be fine.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
Yeah, now I've got to admit, if I'm Tay McDonald right now, this caution is perfect, because right now he's going to need a whole lot of damage repair here. It doesn't look like he's... Uh-oh.
But he can't find his box.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he backed up or went back in, tried something a little different here. Tay McDonald on his way back out of pit. Down to 27th, but places don't matter here. Places do not matter here. Because he has said these guys are moving all about. Tay McDonald with a 45.5 second pit stall time. And we're going to try to see if we can grab a hold of Tay here and see what happened here with Go for Broke Racing and see what they got. Let's see if we can grab a hold of Tay. Tay, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
All right, man, dude. Talk to me about that spin here.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I picked the outside lane there, and the 23 tried to stick it between me and the wall, and just didn't work. He really hasn't been lifting a whole lot to begin with. I should have known better than that, but used my fast repair, so we'll see if we can make it to the end.
Ooh, man, I was hoping you weren't going to have to use your fast repair. You were backed up by at least a bunch of drivers that didn't try to continue shoving you around. That could have been a lot worse than it was. You had Raider behind you. You had Christopher Schaefer in that pile. I believe Lomax was in that pile. I mean, it was so many drivers, but you were able to survive that one. But position doesn't matter. You originally started this in 27th and were just leading the race. What's the difference fighting through the field, here in the back, and what's the difference about being up front? Did you notice anything different with the car?
I mean, it's kind of hard to get position, I guess. It seems if you don't make that third lane an option, it's kind of hard to just stay side by side and gain position. So we're going to keep pushing, see if we can get that third lane going again, and I got a little more motivation now.
All right, Tay, I hate to see that you had to use your fast repair, man, but hopefully we'll see you continue the charge on tonight, because Go for Broke Racing needs you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got your family on the car, don't you?
Yeah, I got my son, my grandma, and my mom. It's a little different than a superhero, but they're my heroes, so I wanted to give them a shout out.
Hey, that works.
Enough for me, man. I definitely want to make sure we got you in here. Appreciate it, Tay. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, that's going to be Tay McDonald there. This is looking pretty wild from some of our drivers. What they're going to do, how they're going to fight their way back to the front. Let's talk to Rob and see what he's got to say. Rob, you got a copy?
I got you. What's up, Patty?
Dude, what? Did you see that wreck in front of you? Talk to me about it here.
Which one?
Well, all right. How about the one where somehow there were 4 cars in a line with Tay McDonald facing the wall?
Yeah, that was fun. And Tay tried to make a block to the top. He knew middle was gonna get stuck back there, and he didn't commit hard enough, really. And then Schaefer was trying to go, and he had me behind him, and he just kind of ended up in a half lane, sort of there. And I mean, fortunately, I don't know about those guys, but I didn't have any more damage than I had before after that wreck. I assume everybody ended up kind of okay out of that thing. So just, something to learn for later, I guess. I bet it's been a great broadcast, though. We've had 3 wide racing up there. It's been pretty awesome.
Dude, it has been awesome. I got to admit, you guys, 2 wide, 3 wide, and 4 wide. And even the 4 wides, when bad things happen, you guys are pulling out of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's only 1 caution here, and we're already halfway through this race. So, man, I can't wait to see if you can fight your way to the front, Rob. You're in 17th, getting charged, man.
Yeah, we gone from the back to the front a couple of times. If Travis Gilbert can avoid taking people 4 wide, we'll hopefully have an opportunity to do it again.
That's definitely a possibility. Good luck.
Thanks.
Well, he's defending champion. For
That'll bug him.
Talladega.
You had to add that right at the end, didn't you? You
Yeah.
had to add that right at the end.
Pressure's on,
Alrighty.
right?
Here we
Green,
go, back under
green,
green. Man, oh man, oh man. Caleb Gilbert, Justice Murphy here in the front. Trevor Earhart and Ryan Twinham sitting 3 and 4. Everybody came down to pit on lap 45. Some of them pit a little extra on 46, Travis Gilbert being one of them. Right now, outside line for Justice Murphy. Still on the original tires here of the race. And that may be actually costing him here. 6th position, unless this outside line can figure it out. Matthew Robinson drops down to 9th. Nick Shell sitting 10th. Man, oh man, look at him move around. Where is Micheal Bennett? Come on, man. Get your butt up there. Sitting 11th position for him. He's got some work to do here.
Ah, there he is.
There we go. I knew Linda was out there watching. Yes. All right, let's try to find some action out here on the track. These guys are too wide. Christopher Schaefer, let's see what he decides to do here a little bit. I know they were saying before, I think Tay had a little problem last time in a different track where they were saying that he hadn't done a full lane commit and ended up getting spun out. That sounds familiar.
I don't know. It looked to me like he was up there, and well, of all people, Raider, would you call a block not a full lane commit?
Well,
was
I
he
was
committing
wondering
to
if
the lane, or was he blocking?
I thought he had originally blocked and then was coming back off the block, and then there may have been a shove, but sometimes you can't avoid that. I mean, let's throw it, for instance, out there if Raider gave Schaefer a shove. Schaefer didn't want to get shoved into Tay because he saw Tay block, and now guess who's into who? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's not just driver 1 and 2. You also got about 3 and 4 that are there back there in that line.
Yeah, because Schaefer had Robert behind him, and there was oh dear me.
Yep. Here we go. I knew as soon as I was watching Christopher Berger in the 36, he took it 3 wide. Immediately started shuffling up this track again. Kind back up to 8th here, looking at what we've got going on. Jackson Lomax outside line, trying to see if he can help himself out here with the 34 Wayne Lowe, but it looks like outside line is not going to prevail here this time. On the way back they go. We talked to Raider, now up to 14th, so from 17th to 14th. Travis Gilbert trying to see if he can find room here. He did take it a slight 4 wide for about a blink of an eye there on the backstretch about a lap or so ago. So watch the 22 of Travis Gilbert, seeing if he decides to mix it up here a little bit.
I just watched the heavy bump from Raider into the back of Kynan.
Oh, yeah, well, he's trying to get Kynan to get Trevor Earhart moving here. Earhart's kind of stalled out. Whoa!
Yeah, no, that's not a good idea.
Well, I would say I'm not sure just from this angle. If somebody moved, did Kynan push at the wrong angle, or did Trevor Earhart move right as Kynan was getting ready to shove? So we'll keep an eye here because I smell something brewing here. This doesn't look good. Kynan trying to find some room here. Earhart used a little bit of door draft to get caught up. Raider slides around Kynan. Look at this. Earhart looking like he's way loose here. Might have let go of the steering
just
wheel.
Sent him for a loop.
Yeah, give it to Grant there for fighting that one off. Raider now on the bottom, now sitting 11th. He's got Grant behind him now.
Show us Grant. Let's see if he's fussing.
Grant? All right, yeah, let's see if we can find Grant Thorpe out there. I know he's definitely working on it here. You know he's no, get off.
Woo! Oh yeah, that's about as serious as I've ever seen him.
Oh yeah. Well, normally Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, but I see on the side of the car that is an upside down M.
Yes.
If I remember right, come on. About 18 years ago. Let's see if we can reach this back. I think that is Wumbo.
Okay.
I think the W is supposed to be for Wumbo, and you can thank Patrick Starr for that.
Okay. Yes. Something about flipping his belt buckle.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. Taking a look at Grant Thorpe on the outside, now being pushed by Trevor Earhart. The two of them already got into it once already. 53 Raider looking for some room. You see him swinging around there?
Yes. Not committing to a lane. I gotta be good. I gotta be better.
I know. What I would say is just looking from the different area here. Look at him sliding around here.
Yeesh.
Yeah, so notice how we're single file here. We're battling back here 3 wide, but then the front isn't really pushing each other here.
Oh,
Everybody's staying pretty solid. Still 3 wide. Jeffrey Israel on the bottom. Oh, Parker Johnston, what's going on here?
I don't know. He just flew past them, and now they're flying past him.
Yeah, lost the draft, and that's exactly all it takes.
You.
Man, he's got to pick up the pace here. I have found out on the track that some instances that if guys are side by side, they can pick up the pace. They can actually be much faster than other guys out there on the track. Caleb Gilbert still in the lead here, pushing his way forward. Ryan Twinham sitting second. John Fike is third. Glad to see Fike is back. I wonder if he's taking flight. Rick and Bubba show. Cool.
Your wife out there is giving you some information regarding the M and the W.
Ah, so I was right.
Yep.
Wumbo. Let's continue on
Lord.
back here with Jeremy
Patrick.
Burns. Let's find Jeremy Burns. Sitting 11th, Micheal Bennett. Check out Raider. Raider back up here. And now the entire clutch. Remember we were talking earlier about them being single file, no can do. Let's take a look from our broadcast booth. Notice how they've clumped up again. Oh boy. I think that's a 77 machine. Yes, it is. Wumbo to the outside here. What does Grant Thorpe do? Jackson Lomax sitting behind him. Lomax working his magic.
Yeah, I just saw the Ninja Turtles take a cut to the outside as a team.
Yep.
That'd be Burns and Raider. Look at them go.
Yeah, not too bad. You got to admit, this is awesome racing right here. As everybody's stacked up and everybody's trying to find a different lane. 3 wide for almost 6 lanes. Oh my gosh. Right now led by Jeremy Burns on the outside. Wayne Lowe in the 34 trying to find something going on in the center. I think he's got to push Travis Gilbert in the 22 up to the front. Oh man, who is that? Way in the back, got almost loose. Travis Gilbert tries to cut in front of Alves. Alves slides underneath. Watch out for Performance Motorsports. Alves, Robinson, and Bennett, away they go. I think the only person they're missing is Alves Forget, but he's sitting there in 4th. Man, oh man, oh man. Definitely able to squeeze it together. Gotta give it to Jeremy Burns here. Burns trying to hold on as Raiders kind of messing around behind him. I think Raider wants around to see if he can find some fresh air. Travis Gilbert to the outside. Now he's going to lead. Travis Gilbert to the outside is going to allow Jeremy Burns to pick up the pace. Burns ducks out.
Do what? No.
Was it Burns that ducked? I thought I saw somebody sling back to the inside line.
No. Well,
Yeah.
if it did, it wasn't Burns.
Yeah, now notice how you see Travis Gilbert here kind of snugging down to that inside line. He's trying to use as much of that door draft as he can to see if he can make up the distance for not having any help. All right, the 2 Ninja Turtles behind him. 9 in the 53. Grant Thorpe resurrected his race. Here he comes, 12th. Looking pretty good here so far. Let's take a look. Gotta admit, everything pretty calm here. Top 3 still remain.
Mr. Restrictor Plate's still up there in the top 10.
Yep. Right now, that outside lane is starting to prevail. Got knocked out of the top 10, Bennett back down to 14. Let's take a look at it.
Oh, I like the big hand out the front there.
Yeah. 3 wide into the turn. I think that's Schaefer. That looks like Trevor Earhart, and I'm thinking. Thought we had Kynan reaching out there.
See Jeffrey Israel to the right.
Kynan's hanging there in the back. No, that's actually Parker.
Parker's in pink.
Yeah, 3 wide all the way heading into turn 1 here. Notice Raider kind of sticking his nose out. Almost giving a little bit of that rear bumper for Schaefer to grab a hold of. Cut some of that wind off, keep that outside line moving. Oh,
no.
boy.
Schaefer. Oh, Schaefer. Not good when I see the side of somebody's car. What in the world is Earhart doing? Well, we have our second caution of this evening, not including our stage.
Wow. Gonna break this one down. Wayne Lowe, Chris Schaefer, and Trevor Earhart were involved in that caution at least. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Alright, everybody, let's take a look back at what happened here. I do want to keep an eye. Trevor Earhart pushing Christopher Schaefer here. Now, Earhart's moving around a little bit. Schaefer rotates up. Earhart trying to keep solid here, but this is just... Yeah, they just kind of seesawing back and forth to one another. Schaefer trying to hold it. Old net code there for Mr. Alves. But notice how Wayne Lowe rotates up. Can you tell me why Wayne Lowe would rotate up? I think... I've been a little clipped here on top. See if we can find another angle here.
Yeah.
Right? Clink. Oh, net code, baby.
Totally.
Got Wayne Lowe for nothing. Earhart gets caught here.
What happened to Parker Johnston all of a sudden went zing down?
Yeah, I think he was avoiding a wreck.
Okay, I tell you, I get to watching one, and the next thing I know, somebody else is going, get Earhart backwards. Tell you, he drives a good line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a ripoff on Nick. I hate to say it.
Yeah, at least he was able to, well, he wasn't. That's the unfortunate part. That's the unfortunate part here. Let's take a look at it from Nick Alves here.
He'll be using his fast repair.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's still got one. Not good here. All right. Hopefully Nick Alves is able to reassemble. Get back out there. Trevor Earhart was able to assemble there. Lap 61, he came down. 15-second pit stop time for him. So fresh tires, full tank of fuel.
And one fast repair.
Bearcloth out there saying he's loving them Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
Right now the highest Ninja Turtle is Caleb Gilbert. Talk about on fast and being quick in and out. Travis Gilbert was able to get out of the pits and get into that front position. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Yeah, did you see I'm sorry, on the details, their helmets look like Ninja Turtles too.
I believe they do. The only one is Jeffrey Israel, who I believe was not able to get his helmet. Said it was too small. There we go.
Oh.
There's Caleb Gilbert. And
No.
Jeremy Burns.
Yeah, Jeremy Burns is in. Yep, I see a helmet.
I wonder if I can
Do that.
Hold on
in
a
the
second,
car.
mister.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Well, it's also the racing suits, too. There's Caleb.
They have that. They have. Excuse me. They have shells. Oh, that is too awesome.
Yes.
The eyeballs on the visor. And I don't know if you noticed it, but oh look. But their pit crew also look like turtles. They have shells on their backs. I don't know how they did that, but that is pretty awesome.
That it is. He said he said he painted those. Sweet. That is awesome. Not too bad. Not too bad. Dennis out there. Hey, Faircloth, go ahead and put a shout out there in the chat for your paint company, man.
Oh. Where is he? Is he on Facebook?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, go and give us a shout out. The race winner will be getting a paint scheme out there from Raven Graphics. Doyle Lowrance is your painter there. So find out where Element X got all theirs. We'll get this back underway. Travis Gilbert, hey, he's not going to have to send it 4 wide. We'll be able to give this one another go.
Okay. Rock and roll.
Alrighty, here we go. Appreciate all you guys joining us out there. I see 42 eyeballs watching this race. It has been a good one so far. Only a couple of cautions out there.
Have somebody on the apron.
We got some trouble. I don't know who isn't in trouble. Already taking it 3 wide. Boy, they're wasting no time. Raiders stuck in the middle. Look at Earhart. He's got nothing to lose this time. He's a man on a mission. Outside line, inside line, sliding around. Ninja Turtles next to each other of Israel and Raider. Looks like a little trouble here with Alice Forget. Forget getting a little loose. Here comes Nick Alves sitting 17th. It'll be 3 wide with Raider and Israel. Twinham has the lead. Justice Murphy trying to see if he can slide up there and get it as well. Man, oh man, this is getting pretty tight here so far. Taking a look back out there in the chat saying he doesn't have a paint company. Come on, man.
Ah. Well, this might be your signal to start one.
Right. How about Mountain? Where's the Mountain Man? There he is. 8th position for him. He's down 3. Oh boy, Grant Thorpe.
Wow. Nice move. Blake Cook and Grant Thorpe zinged in there.
Yeah, right now Blake Cook in his best position here of the race. Up 27-26. Blake Cook, man, he's pushing rough. Right now, to me, anybody out there on the track that can take that kind of stuff, it can be Grant Thorpe.
Yeah.
He'd be able to tolerate that kind of move. Holy cow, right now, I got to say, maybe Blake Cook's getting a little help from that number 12 machine right behind him. Justice Murphy hanging back a little bit because he might see trouble in front of him. His spotter's probably in his ear.
Yes. But take a look at 54. He's giving a darn good push, too.
That they are. Outside line starting to form again. And take a guess who's out there. Christopher Schaefer and Robert Rader taking it 3 wide here. Taking a look out there in the chat. Mike Johnston, were the pits open during last pit? Yes, they were. Everybody came and pit on lap 61. It depends who took tires and who didn't is really what you see the result out here on the track. All right, both the Gilberts, Travis and Caleb 1 and 2. Jeremy Burns now sitting 3rd, Jackson Lomax 4th. We are sitting here looking at 3 wide around the 10th area as guys are sliding and moving around. I think I just saw it. I think that was Kevin Orlando sliding around. Yep, him in the 27 trying to tuck in behind Trevor Keith. Big time moves here so far. Where is everybody going to go? Duck on off. Watch out for Tay. Tay is on a mission. 3rd place. Inside line. Where does Trevor get him? Trevor's going to use the draft here. Now Tay has to commit. There it is. There's the shove. 21 machine wanted to slide around it, but ran out of real estate.
Lawsuits whiplash for that one.
Yep. All right. Up the gut. Here comes Christopher Schaefer. Schaefer looking to kind of reach up a little bit, grab a hold of 6. No can do. 53 Raiders staying toward the top. Schaefer trying to make the inside line work. And now the peel off.
Yes.
So the peel off between Caleb Gilbert and Jeremy Burns is going to fold the rest of the field. No other draft, so now Travis Gilbert trying to see if he can make something work here. Travis Gilbert working with the 90, I believe that's the 96 machine of Jackson
caution.
Lomax. Caution. Kevin Orlando. Micheal Bennett is around. Kevin Orlando is around. And I believe Kynan Jones. I don't know if Kynan was involved in this.
Oh, maybe just avoiding it all.
That would be okay too.
Yep.
Looks like we might have a car smoking down here. Ryan Twinham. Heavy damage.
Wasn't he in the lead like 2 seconds ago?
Yes, he was.
Okay. My.
Hopefully he's got a fast repair. Boop. There you go. Look at that.
Must be nice. Nice.
All right, let's roll back and figure out what happened here. All right, everybody, we are back. Taking a look at it here. Now, remember when I said Micheal Bennett was involved in this one? Well, I want to take a look at that number 14, that Batmobile car. Something happens around this area because it looks like we're about to head 4 wide. Jeffrey Israel on the outside of the 14. Bennett, I think, tries to come down, and he has no idea that Justice Murphy's here. But it gets worse. Because Bennett's got to come back up somewhere.
Oh. I see parts flying.
Oof.
Oh, goodness. Looks like Nick stayed low this time and kept going. Justice kept going. And I think we have our answer on Kynan. He avoided it all.
Yeah, that was not exactly the best shot here. Let me see if we can take a ride along with somebody and see what they saw here. Let's take a ride here with Nick. We've driven with him before. Oop, pieces flying by him.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, wow. Who was that took the zigzag and hit the wall? Got 2 cars in front of him.
Yeah, let me see here just a second. There's Kevin, absolutely nowhere to go.
Gosh.
Wow. All right, Let's get her back live here. Take a look back out there in the chat. iRacing 413. Thanks to SimTraX Broadcast Network for what they do. You will be in the races weekend with Ray Garcia. Sweet. Definitely have some money to try to race for there. Taking a look at Ryan Twinham. He was the one who was actually airborne during that race. Parker Johnston. He was involved in a wreck as well. Getting double wide. That means the pace car lights are off. See if we can find. Let's see. Let's see if we can grab a hold of him. There we go. Hey, Mr. Robinson, you got a copy?
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
All right, man. It's going. You have been voted the favorite to win this race. We got a lot of things happening out there on the track. What's it going to take to get up there?
Right now, that outside line. That outside line seems to be way faster than the inside line, no matter what happens. I don't know.
I would love to believe that, but outside line is turned into 2, 3, and 4 wide. Where is the best outside line?
Oh, God. The safest one. That's all I got at this point.
Well, Travis Gilbert's been sending this thing almost 4 wide. Raiders sending it 3 with all his Ninja Turtle buddies. The Hulk has got to push forward here. We got to figure out get you back to the front. You've led about a lap, if not a half a lap there for a little bit. These guys are pretty tough out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's once you get to that bottom line, that high line just takes over. You can't stay in front being on that bottom line. So I think at the end of this race, it's going to be whoever's in that outside line and whoever can get the push the best.
Last lap, man. That's how Justice Murphy ended up getting the stage win. Good luck to you, man. Keep the charge going.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Everybody, that is going to be Matthew Robinson. Let's get him back to his Performance Motorsports buddies out there. He's got some work to do. 24 laps, 23 when we get to the line. Jeremy Burns has the lead in his number 9 Ford. All Fords in the top 5 now. Let's get her going.
That should make his fans very happy.
Oh, yeah. Now, Jeremy Burns has got a lot to prove here as he takes off here in the front. Tay McDonald, look at him resurrecting his race. Now, unfortunately, dropping down to 5th as the inside line got a great move. But I've got to say, the Ninja Turtles sitting 1, 2, and 3. And I believe they're missing somebody all the way back in the back. No, 10th, Jeffrey Israel.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jeremy Burns had a pretty bad race this past week. Yeah, kind of looked like that. And took him out right away. And so this would be a nice change.
What in the world is going on here? Something happened to Wayne Lowe and Dylan Smoot.
Yeah, somebody took a sharp left.
Good Lord. What in the world is going on here? We were almost caution-free for half the race.
Doink.
Yeah, it looked like something happened before that, though. Hold on a second. What happens here? Why is there a push? Because somebody makes contact here of the 34 machine.
Okay, going.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's something happened here with the 96. When he shoves, it breaks him down. Because the 96 shoots off to the side. Oh, what?
That's where it is. Back here.
Is that Nick Alves?
No.
Yeah, look.
What? Okay.
Hold on
you
a second.
say
The push.
Nick pushed the 36?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, but
see, Nick? Boom. Pushed the 36 and it got him hooked. Oh, dude.
Well, I don't think the 36 expected the 34 to come back on him like
see,
that.
Watch this. Doink.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, the little accordion.
Yep.
And
Bump, bump.
Smoot had no idea what was going on. Justice
No.
Murphy, damage.
No.
Dude. All right. This is the woes continue as everybody comes down pit road. Let's try to take an eye of what everybody's doing here. Good Lord.
Yeah, poor 92 Smoot. Just it was like he was there and then poof, he was spinning in another direction.
Uh-oh, somebody slid through the box there a little bit. That was Mr. Joya. Yep. We haven't talked about him for a while. He's been kind of hanging out in the back. I believe he is still a couple laps down, though. That's A-okay. These guys will figure it out. These guys will figure it out. You know who we need.
Uh-oh.
I know. He's probably going to be mad at me, but we'll grab him anyway. We'll grab him anyway. Let's see. 1, 2. What? There we go. Driver from Go for Broke. Let's grab a hold of him. I'm gonna slow him down. Let's see if we can get him. Kevin Orlando in the number 27, man. Talk to me here.
Oh, man. What's going on?
Why don't you tell me, man?
Oh, it's rough out here. It has not been this sketchy at a super speedway in the past 2 seasons. I don't know what's happening, whether it's the drivers or the setup or what, but this is some of the sketchiest super speedway racing I've seen in a long time.
The first half of the race was impeccable. You guys were 3-4 wide. You guys were sliding around. I saw people start in the 24th position, lead the race, and go right back to the 24th position in the matter of 3 laps. I mean, this is getting pretty crazy, but now we're starting to get a slew of cautions here. What's it going to take to kind of get everybody settled back down so we can get a shootout here at the end?
Get people... I got so many people talking. Get people settled down right now, I think, is just the fuel situation is getting a little crazy. As of right now, we're like on the edge of trying to figure out if we can make it. Green-white checkers are going to throw in an extra level of no idea what's going on. I see you got a couple people peeling off the top off here. It just, I don't know what we're going to do.
All right, man. Well, looks like you're going to be battling Nick Alves and his McDonald's Wi-Fi there. You know.
Yeah.
I don't hope that doesn't continue on, man, because that's going to be even tougher for you to race. You know, where are you going to be able to find your Go for Broke racing buddies? Because let me tell you right now, Tay McDonald and Travis Gilbert are the guys on the mission right now. How are you going to get up there and catch them?
Luck. It's just pure luck at this point. You know, I had got in a bad position earlier. I had to run to the bathroom, of course, so I restarted in the back. And since I've been back here, it's just been roadblock after roadblock, and it's just, I can't get anywhere. You know, we're restarting here. It looks like we're going to be in a pretty good spot. And, you know, we're just going to take it as we go and be as aggressive we need to be to make it happen.
I'm going to have to get you some astronaut diapers.
Yeah, I might need those for next time.
You can't do that, man. Not in the middle of...
Hey, I mean, if I win the race, I'll prove that I can, and I think I might be able to make it happen.
Okay, okay.
Somebody close to being an RC. I've got a question out there in the chat. Mike Johnston is asking, he's confused why the lapped cars aren't getting their laps back on the previous caution. Are there no lucky dogs out here tonight?
There are lucky dogs being given. What's happening is the 48 car keeps getting X's one way or another, which is bad luck. And on that last one, the 2 car would have gotten a lucky dog, but he had actually gotten a black flag for something that he served with an EOL. So that's what's going on there. We're getting ready to go green here, not to cut you short. But
No, perfect, man. I was getting ready to say thanks for queuing us in. Good luck for you, and go for Broke Racing.
Thank you. Hope you're having a good time up there watching.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't trying to hang on to him too long. He was already trying to cut me off. I was like, no, man. Just good luck, man, because I think people were just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So Parker Johnson, I believe, is 1 lap down. If another caution comes out, he should be the lucky dog, but he has to stay in front of Joya. If Joya breaks in front of him, that means he gets back on the lead lap. So all the Ninja Turtles right now, 1, 2, 3, and 4
Yes.
Element X Racing. Let's see how they get it going here, and away
That
they
is-
go.
That is pretty fantastic, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But the other thing I think is fantastic is you realize that 28 of the 30 drivers here that started out are still on the lead lap. How many leagues, do we watch, do we broadcast and whatnot? That would not be the case.
No.
I mean, you'd maybe have the top 10 still on the lead lap, but these guys, I know, I always sing their praises, but it's just such a joy.
Yeah, and every single race, it's kind of the same song and dance. These guys just are finding that line, finding the right place, doing the right moves. Sometimes there are mistakes, like you see right now. I got two drivers battling each other here with looks like Bennett on the outside. And I've got the 73 of Tay McDonald, but outside line, 3 wide yet again. Now, you would think these guys may have figured it out, but they're going to try it again. Looks like Philip Martin, I believe Christopher Schaefer, and Tay McDonald. But Tay decides to slide underneath. Excellent move here. He's going to close the gap on Kevin Orlando. We talked to Kevin Orlando. He's now up to 5th. So there is no rhyme or reason how these guys are going to keep their works here. But he is flying here, helping Travis Gilbert. And like I said, how's he going to find his buddies? Right now, one buddy in front and one of them behind him. This is perfect.
Yeah, I'm impressed all the turtles getting together there. Element X Racing is doing a great job.
Oh, yeah, taking a look back on Tay McDonald's car at the best rest of the field. You definitely see the wiggling for sure back there. Some of these guys are trying to find another route. Let's see if we can find Philip Martin. Taking a look out the back of his machine.
Yeah. It keeps sucking. Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
He's trying to get it going. That 34 machine of Wayne Lowe been in a lot of trouble here tonight. Trying to push him, but he's stuck. And that's what ends up happening. You see how Philip Martin gives that push and then moves to the inside just a little bit? That's what normally gets these guys in trouble, is you start getting antsy. He moves to the inside, doesn't notice somebody's there, and bam, people are getting smashed to pieces. So he's got to be super careful. Blake Cook is hanging out there in his blind spot.
Yes.
But hopefully hopefully he paid his spotter this week because he's going to need it. Schaefer now on the outside, loses a lot of speed here. Bennett needs to push. Mr. Restrictor Plate sitting 17th. He's got a lot of work to do, but 17 laps to go left here at Talladega. Ooh, man. And we talked about how all our Ninja Turtles were up front. We're looking at Robert Rader sitting 10th. Jeremy Burns now 11th.
How does this happen?
Yeah, Travis Gilbert's flying high right now, back into the lead. Kevin Orlando sitting 2nd. Tay McDonald 3rd. So Element X led this race, and now Go for Broke Racing minus Ray Lane is now all in the front. So big time move. Notice how Wayne Lowe on the outside. Matthew Robinson going for it. Perfect timing right now. Here they come. Nick Alves trying to help him. Nick Alves out there for Performance Motorsports trying to get something going. Inside, dead center line, not looking good. 73 Tay McDonald gives a shove. Wayne Lowe's going to lead a lap out in the front. But Kevin Orlando with a beautiful block here gets back out into the front. So if you remember the last super speedway Kevin Orlando led was at Atlanta. He led a little bit there at Daytona, and now he's going to lead a little bit here at Talladega. So super speedways seem to be exactly where Kevin Orlando needs to be. He just can't hold on to him on the last lap. Still looking for that win. Tay McDonald ended up getting the win at Atlanta after a technicality, and Kevin Orlando still looking to get into the playoffs here. Good push for Matthew Robinson, fan favorite to win this one. Right now, Philip Martin getting a little wiggly, and I can't imagine why. Schaefer ditches the line here, and I guarantee a Raider's going to make him pay for that. Raiders trying to find an area, and now pushing the 46. He said, hold on, here I come.
Yes.
Robert Raider pushing the 46. I guarantee you Philip Martin's going to take the lead here as Raider almost folds the rear bumper around the front nose of his car.
We got some wall contact back there.
Two fours. Two Fords leading this one. The 22 machine, Travis Gilbert, now on the outside. Originally leading the race, now sitting 7th. Kevin Orlando comes up to blocks Wayne Lowe. Lowe now has to check up, sending Schaefer, and now Trevor Earhart way back. Earhart has to hit the brakes, and Earhart on the march back. 15th position for him, so the charge continues. Let's get back up to the front where Philip Martin's going to lead himself a lap here, followed by Robert Rader and Mr. Restrictor Plate. Here he is, sitting third. Let's see if the 14 and the 19 decide to duck down toward the bottom and allow the 46 and the 53 to kind of die off here. Bennett thinking about it. Taking a quick look here. Let's take a ride along with Bennett up top. Good run. You notice how you see how he all of a sudden picks up a boatload of speed here, but he decides to let off and think better of it. Right now, Christopher Berger leading that inside line, waiting for somebody else to help him here. But inside line forming up a different shape here, Wayne Lowe. But I think that's actually Travis Gilbert. Wayne Lowe's actually fallen off the table here in the back.
Wow, and we have kind of a messy situation back here. Nobody has any lines.
Oh yeah,
Look
13.
like kids scribbling.
Yeah, 13 laps to go, now 12. These guys are going to have to figure it out here as you see everybody getting almost single file, but expect somebody to bunch. All it's going to take is one team to make that call.
No.
Earhart shoves him. Philip Martin tried to cut on that inside line, and let me tell you right now who's not going to let off the gas is the number 21 there of Trevor Earhart. He's been cut off way too many times. He's been wrecked multiple times. He's not having any of it, but he's laughing hysterically in there on the piece. So he is not going to take any part of that here tonight. So let's see where Trevor Earhart can find out how to fight his way back to the front. So far sitting 10th, originally started 16th in this race. This would be a beautiful time for his Chevrolet to come into play and fight his way back up to the front. He has multiple wins on the season, looking for another. Nothing wrong with taking more than one, but he's trying to pick himself another one. So Philip Martin is the next person in line. He's got to hope Wayne Lowe or maybe another driver back here. I believe Chris Schaefer, but he's going to have a lot of work to do for Schaefer to pick up the pace.
Take a look at Mr. Forget. He's up here in third place now.
Yeah, you want to take a look. I believe also Christopher Schaefer and Matthew Robinson together, both C2C drivers, side by side now, so they both know kind of how each other race out there. Schaefer outside line. Notice how that door draft's working. 23 Chevrolet on the outside. Here we go. I believe that's Parker Johnston that is following along with him. Parker wishing there would be a caution to get one of his laps back. Kevin Orlando's down pit. Kevin Orlando down pit. Jeremy Burns down pit, but Burns has been down pit for almost 3.5 minutes. So the Mountain Man has been conquered. He's going to be in the back. Rader now leads the race with Mr. Restrictor Plate behind him. Alice Forget is now sitting third, so he's got his hands full now. I don't quite know what Micheal Bennett's going to do here.
Yeah, it seems like he has ditched the VR from what we've been watching lately. We've only seen him working on that one time.
Yeah, you can just see where his camera's mounted. You got to admit he's shaking pretty good there, so you know he's got that feedback. He's feeling everything part of that track, and right now is the time it counts as we are around under 10 laps to go. Burns had to evacuate his dorm building due to a fire.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Man. Well, I know anybody out here in that league would love to give him that time back and pause the race for him to come back, but I don't know how bad that fire is. Appreciate you out there, Co-Ev Burns. Like, keep me updated here with making sure Jeremy Burns is all right.
Agreed.
Taking a look at all right. Let's take a look at Trevor Earhart again. Outside line, Matthew Robinson. This is exactly what Robinson needs here. As Earhart and now Alves resurrecting his race, up 5. Well, down 5 from where he originally started, but 5 positions from where he tried to claw back from. So Alves now sitting 8th. Hopefully Alves can work his way for a top 5 finish here tonight with 8 laps left to go. And Barney's in that flag booth trying to go ahead and knocking the dust off the checkered flag because it'll be out soon.
You don't think Performance Motorsports pulled the fire alarm, did you?
I don't think so right now. They're trying to keep it going here. Earhart, huge run on the outside, and as we talked before, Matthew Robinson said outside line is the place to be. I don't expect to see Robinson really give up on this outside line. Alves sitting back because I think he sees trouble. Not too bad here. Let's see what happens as they wrap around turn number 4. Heading into the little bit of the dogleg bone here. Right now, Jeffrey Israel off pace by about 3 seconds. He's all the way in the next clutch of cars. Sorry, a slight spin out with some trouble there in the back. So Earhart now out front. Raider feeling the pain. Raider still looking for his first win of the season. See, we're already a third of the way into it. There's Robinson here in the front. Come on. Talk to me,
31 Talladega races have been won with a last lap pass. Something tells me we're going to see this again tonight.
No, 100%. And I think if I were Robinson, I'd wait this one out. He's going to have to wait Earhart out and let Earhart make the mistake.
Yeah, well, is Bennett thinking the same thing?
It's a possibility. Bennett is stuck on this inside line here. There seems to be a little bit of a checkup. Alves cuts to the bottom. Trying to see if he can hold off Element X Racing. Alves sitting third. This is a really good spot for him tonight. Whether he gets the win or not, but expect Raider to push.
He is. He is.
Alves now peeking there for second. Robinson on the outside in third. Pretty tight here. 6 laps to go. Man, oh man, oh man, it's getting tight here. It's definitely getting tight. We're having to see what exactly is going on here, but we'll keep in touch. I know, but we're going to be just like the real NASCAR. We're going to push this to commercial, and we'll be right back.
No.
One area of our business where we impact the local communities is the school systems. So we work for school systems all over the northern part of the state of New Jersey. We operate their water systems, their wastewater systems. We do a lot of their permitting and compliance work, and we ensure that the water that the kids drink is clean. We go out and do the sampling to ensure that it's not contaminated. And we also treat the wastewater that's being generated at a lot of these facilities as well before it gets discharged to the environment. So we are supporting the local community through supporting the boards of education and the local school systems.
All right, everybody, we are back. Appreciate you hanging out there for the commercial. I do want to make sure we got back just in time. As 4 laps to go, they come to the line at 3. Nick Alves had the lead for just a moment, but C2C drivers, Turn 1 racing drivers, and now TriStar Motorsports is in the lead with Christopher Berger and Jackson Lomax sitting 1 and 2. Outside line seems to prevail exactly the way Matthew Robinson said it. But Robinson not following his order here, as Robinson's now fallen down to 11th position. But man on the move, look at that number 22 machine of Travis Gilbert. Travis trying to prove something here as he's fighting his way in the front. Earhart, contact with Robinson. Now we've got do we have a caution? Yeah, we'll have one after that.
Yep. Nope.
No caution. Earhart out of it. And I believe Alice Forget is out of it. Rotating back up front. Let's see if Alves can come up with something. He's got Grant Thorpe around him. Grant Thorpe is on the outside, though. Right now, is Raider looking for the win, or is he going to push Alves to the win here? This reminds you a lot of Darlington. Right now, Alves could use a lot of help from that 53. But Mr. Restrictor played to Micheal Bennett. Taking a peek here as Travis Gilbert is around. 2 to go. Caution.
Caution this time.
Woo! So the guys who may be juggling, whether they're out of fuel or not,
have a whole chance now.
Right now, better be clutching it because they are going to have to save some fuel in this one.
Ooh.
Let's take a look back at Trevor Earhart and Travis in here and figure out what happened. Because something. So there was some contact made here. I think, yeah, here we go. Trevor Earhart tried to send her 4 wide.
Yep. Ooh, boink. Bing. Yep. Good pinball action.
Yeah, I do want to take a look at it, maybe from a different angle here, and double check and make sure we're not... If anybody came down.
Like that previous one. Oh, no. Just look closer. Doink. No?
Yeah, I was trying to make sure Robinson didn't rotate up when the 21 was coming down. One holding his line. One moved. Yeah, if Matthew Robinson moved up, he moved up a quarter of a tire width.
Yeah.
And then
He
the
had
contact
already
here.
maintained that lane line.
Yeah,
There you go.
I think Trevor was then trying to get off the racing surface to not cause a problem, and then ended up hooking Alex Forget again. And Forget, my gosh.
That's
Adam
a
Bowden
nasty
out
hit.
there with Bowden Motorsports. Just caught up in time for the finish. That you did. Let's take a look here at Travis Gilbert. This was the spin we saw. Oof.
Oh, my goodness, what a hit.
Looks like he got in trouble with Blake here.
Yeah, I see him off in the...
Smoot.
Oh, wow. Lost his whole front bumper.
Yeah, what I want to do is look at Smoot and see how if it gets worse farther down the line here. Boom. Yeah, I think Tay may have gotten a little lick of that one too. We're going to try to blow this up a little bit and take a look at how this originally started. Blake got in the wall. Came down and caught Travis Gilbert, who was on a roll. Travis around.
And Blake caught himself back up and went back on the racing surface. Oh.
Man, what a hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt that one.
Man, what a hit. See if we can find Smoot here. Oh, dude. Dude, he never saw him.
Nope.
He got up for that draft, wondered why the guy was braking. He moved to the right, and it's, why are you moving? Boom. Wow.
Yeah, serious case of peekaboo. So we have another lead change.
That we do.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. 3 laps left to go. This one's going to be pretty tight.
And we
have
should...
our first green-white checker here.
Are we not doing... Yes, we are doing lane... cone choosing?
Choose cone, yes.
Okay.
That's the choose cone rule.
We haven't had that many cautions, but we've noticed them doing their picks.
The way I see it, Talladega, it really doesn't matter. I mean, unless, like you were saying, Robinson wanted to you could take that outside line, but right now I don't think it matters. Let me see if I can grab a hold of Micheal Bennett here. Micheal Bennett. Hey, man, I'm not catching the middle of anything, am I?
No, just a funny conversation. What's up?
No, we're going to cut that off then. Man, dude, you were sitting 14th right now before the choose cone rule. Talk to me about, how's Mr. Restrictor Play going to get up there and get a win here?
Dude, we're just going to hope and pray, and we're going to hope that the Lord's on our side, really. That's about all we can do. I went in there and I forgot to uncheck tires, so I ended up taking 2 tires and lost I think I was going in the pits in 5th, maybe 4th or 5th.
You did a justice.
Yeah, well, I pulled an Iowa call. It just wasn't the right time for the Iowa call. So here we are.
The Iowa call. All right, man, oh man, oh man. Hopefully we'll see you in a podium position here. Before I let you go, talk to me about this performance back there on the table.
What do you mean? Performance?
Over your right shoulder.
Yeah, I think that's the performance motorsports thing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's our team logo. I've actually got a guy that 3D prints. You can actually see from last year. I have the BDE logo, red jersey too. I'm actually about to post something in the general chat here soon, or maybe in the announcements. Let one of the admin do it for me. But got a guy that I sent him all of our team logos, and he's willing to 3D print them for us. So hopefully we'll get. The goal is for the podcast to have all of the teams on the wall behind me while I do the podcast.
Very nice.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I saw that. I saw when you posted that, and I watched. It was pretty. I tell you, you were so good. I think you should have my job.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not that good. I say a lot. We're working on it though.
Back on task. Micheal Bennett, what are we gonna do? Do we push Matthew Robinson or we go around him?
We're gonna. If it's me or Robinson, we're gonna put Robinson up there for sure.
All right, bud. Good luck.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Man, oh man, oh man. This is going to be pretty tight here on the track. I'm interested to see where everybody ends up by the end of this one. Christopher Berger and Jackson Lomax are here in the front line.
What a riot.
Yeah, no kidding. I would love, this would be what I would call an underdog race right now. These guys here in the front, I'm not saying they can't do it, but we haven't seen them up front much. So the 96 and the 36 Chevrolet take us to green, hopefully the last one, but this is where everything gets nasty.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, watch the Ninja Turtles get ready to make a move here. 54 of Caleb Gilbert making a line. Yep, here it comes. 4 wide. 54. Now the 6 slides to the outside. 4 wide as we head down the backstretch. It's looking pretty dicey here. No one spun out yet. There it is.
Hold on.
No crash.
No. Hang on.
Hold on, Tay.
Oh.
Caution.
Yeah. Oh, I was giving it the body English and everything, trying to lean over and get him to to keep it straight. Sorry, guys.
Holy cow. Those guys got hammered a couple of times before something happened. They were breaking sideways. Somebody hit the wall, then they came back off the wall, and then they back into the wall again. What in the world happened here? And I think poor Micheal Bennett got in this one.
Oh.
All right, let's take a look at it here. Remember, these two were making contact.
Yeah, look at them.
There you go. Philip Martin breaking the chain here.
They look like they're going to a wedding. I mean.
Yeah. I've got to admit, take a look. I hate to say it, but look at Philip Martin here. Right here. See, it gives him a push, and then it looks like he turns to the right and hooks him.
Well, I was looking at Sirkovich. Oh, that came down. No, he went up and pushed the two of them. Well, that would be my angle.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you a better one here so you see what I'm talking about. I thought Philip comes up here to push, and when it hooks him, right here, it's going to bounce him down and rotate Sirkovich up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I wasn't sure if Philip Martin hooked these guys. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I could not tell from the back bumper there, but now, yes. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Bennett, see him flying?
Yeah. He has a cape? Flying?
We'll
Batman?
see. Let's see if I can find Philip Martin here. And try to see if we can see from his angle what happens here. Because I have the power.
Got the power!
Of the camera angle.
Oh, okay.
Now, these two are hooked right here. Looks like he gives a nudge to the 96, which you see starts pushing the 96 forward. See, it's starting to break him loose.
Okay.
Watch right here.
Yep.
Nicks him. And then that just starts the show.
Heavens to Betsy. Blake Cook says, I'm out of here. Yep. Bennett minding his own business. He gets nicked on the back end.
Justice Murphy. What a unit. He made it. Holy cow. Alrighty, pace car is back out. And Nick Alves is in the lead.
Yes, he is.
Oh my gosh.
But right now, he does not have Raider to push him. Who is
No, he
going
does
to
not.
end up behind him?
Well, via the choose
Could be-
cone rule, this could be tough.
Could be Thorpe. Could be Berger. Could be Lowe.
I'm waiting for the Ninja Turtles to strike again.
Oh, Lord.
So drivers down pit, Micheal Bennett, Caleb Gilbert, Trevor Earhart, I believe. Yeah, Trevor Earhart made it back out.
Okay.
So Earhart's down 5 laps. Dylan Smoot, he's still down pit. And the 92 Ford. We saw that wreck back on lap 72. All right. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Nick Shell, 17th position for his 58 machine. Tay McDonald trying to get back up there, 15th.
Haven't taken a look at Shell's paint job. Is it a superhero?
Negative. He's representing Inferno
Nope.
Motorsports.
Okay, just checking out. It had a nice black and green thing going. I thought it might have been something.
Dang, Micheal Bennett. I'll say it's got to be sigh of relief though. Bennett's got a win already on the year. He just got to get a couple of his buddies in there. Nick Alves needs a win.
That's why he said he'd be pushing Robinson.
Yeah, try to get all the guys in there.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Nix can stomp on it.
Yeah, he's going to need it. That's for sure. I don't know quite 100% now.
Squish it like a cockroach.
What is that? Bubble? Oh.
Bubble?
Yeah, bubble. Anyway.
Okay.
All right, let's try this one more time. 3
Yes,
to go.
just one more time. Not. Yeah, no. I just want to do it one more time. The suspense is killing me.
There it is. Let's get her going. Pace car lights are out. Thought about pulling somebody into the booth earlier, but
Nope.
seems I keep duping people. Raiders sitting 5th. I'm waiting to see if he's going to have a little something for us here. He's looking for another podium.
Well, another? You mean as defending Talladega champ? Right now, he's. I'm waiting for him to hit it first.
3rd place last week was Mr.
Yeah.
Raider.
Yeah, but I'm talking first,
Yep.
not into playoffs.
Yep, we'll see. All right. Nick Alves going to take us to the restart. Oh, stacked it up on the outside. Grant Thorpe was trying his best not to pass the 24 machine. All right,
But
we
now
got to get
he
around
will.
one more time. We got to get around one more time, and the white flag is out. Then after that, it's going to be a shootout to the end. Alves not happy about being out front, I'm sure, because the last lap passes are ever so common here. Alrighty, Nick Shell sending it 3 wide there in the back.
Oh no, they took out Grant. Oh no.
Wow. Well, I would say this is the big one.
I think so.
That's the big one.
That was ugly. Oh. What was going on there? I don't know. You think he's got a broken something?
Yeah,
That's
he
a
might
weird,
be fighting something or trying to see how bad it is.
weird looking driving.
Yeah, because some may be fighting with that steering wheel here. Let's try to see if we can figure out what happened here, because that was not exactly the best run. Really hoping that was going to be the last green-white checkered here. But unfortunately will not be. See if we can find Grant Thorpe here.
Do you happen to know how many green whites we have tonight?
Unknown at this time. Hold on. I'm trying to see the push from back here. I'm trying to see if Blake pushed the 6 or if 6 pushed the 34. 34 got out of line. The 34 came back. So Lowe got him. Turns Grant here. And that sends the rest of this line. Oh, Robinson almost made it. Got nicked there. Oh, got again. No.
Oh, yeah.
Justice Murphy. He's all the way down the inside wall trying to get out of it.
Come on, it was
Kynan's
Hulk
almost
smash.
got it, but he hooks the Kynan almost gets out of there. Man. The woes continue here.
Yeah, because see, he's pushing Kynan down the walkway, down the middle lane there. Oh,
Oof.
nice stop. Nice stop. I think Gerhardt's 5 laps down, but it wasn't worth getting dented again.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not good. Man. Definitely mashing them up here at the end. I think that's the heartbreaking part. That's definitely mashing them up. Where's Jeremy Burns in all this?
He's probably outstanding in the cold.
Yeah, let's see. No, Jeremy Burns is driving. Here he is.
Oh.
Here comes the wreck.
So just Days of Thunder, does he have a spotter, a crew chief going, stay high, stay high?
Yep, depending on his. Oh man, look at Trevor, almost got him. Holy cow. By default, Nick Alves gets the win. And I believe Mr. Alves is out of fuel.
Nah, really? I just hope he didn't stop too soon and somebody passes him and wins.
Nope.
Okay. I mean, I think we saw somebody beat him one time because he thought it was over.
Holy cow. Nick Alves has the win. Guess who gets the paint scheme?
Show us Nick Alves while he's donating.
I can't click much faster.
Yes. Come on, Scotty.
Man, oh man, oh man. You know, I would probably guess this is not the way he wanted to win, but a win's a win.
Hey, that was a happy dance. I saw him do a happy dance. So he's okay with the win.
Holy cow. So now into the playoffs. Nick Alves and Micheal Bennett have made it.
Okay.
And that's for Performance Motorsports. Excellent job here. We'll grab a hold of Nick here in a little bit, as this unfortunately came down all the way to the end. Mike Johnston, appreciate the confidence, man. Appreciate you enjoying the broadcast. Now let's take a look at where everybody finished here. Nick Alves, Christopher Berger, and Robert Rader with another third-place finish.
All right.
Alice
Hey,
Forget.
Forget.
Yep.
Yeah, ended up in 4th.
Yep. I don't know if I would believe the lap down thing here. I wouldn't sweat that. Philip Martin, Sirkovich came 5th, Martin 6th.
Yeah.
Brandon Dunford. We didn't talk about him at all tonight. 56 Toyota. Sitting there in 7th. Tay McDonald fought his way into a top 10. Parker Johnston 9th. After being down a bunch of laps, the Lucky Dogs got him back on the sheet. And Jackson Lomax in the 96, who was up front, ended up 10th. Justice Murphy just outside. Matthew Robinson, the favorite to win, sitting 13th.
My.
That was
nice,
wild.
A nice full field tonight, though. This was excellent. I mean, they filled Talladega as far as I'm concerned. I like to see that.
Yep. Definitely for certain. All right, everybody, hold on just a moment. We're going to try to run our drivers down. Alrighty, everybody, and we are back. Found our 3rd place finisher here. And, Rob, man, what a run here. Slew of cautions right here at the end, though.
Yeah, it's kind of a wild end of the whole thing. I'm just glad to finish, honestly. Glad Nick won. I felt like definitely could have had something for the win there if it would have stayed green, but at the end of the day, it was really bad luck this season. So happy that one of the crazy events can go my way and end up with a decent finish. There's Bristol Dirt and now this, two races where you expect craziness and end up with a 3rd place finish. So yeah, I'll take it, man.
Yeah, taking a look back at the entirety of the race, the first half was
impeccable.
Yeah, it was slicing and dicing. We had guys in the 24th position make it all the way up, lead one lap, and then shuffle right back to 24th without everybody getting killed. You guys were flying out there at over 195 miles an hour, making this happen tonight. What kind of skill does it take for, not just you, but the other drivers out there to everybody kind of communicate and drive around?
Well, I mean, it definitely does take a lot, but it also takes a lot of patience. Yeah, I think that's why we had all the wrecks we had at the end, and we had a lot of good 3-wide racing earlier in the race, is that, on lap 30 or 40, 50, somebody gets out of shape, you're going to let out of the gas. And then when you get down to the very end of the race, you're just going to do whatever it takes. I know that second to last wreck, I had a run on Jeff that was just out of this world, and I needed to get clear of the middle lane, and there's just no lifting. I mean, I absolutely clobbered him. I can't believe he didn't wreck, but I don't have a choice in that circumstance. He did a great job of saving it. But I mean, you get down to the end of the races, and that's what everybody's going to do, and you pile them up 12 times and hope you still have a car in one piece at the end. That's just how it goes.
Oh, yeah. Well, we head to a crazy track like this with the amount of speed, 2.6 miles. Now we're going to head to the Monster Mile of Dover next week. Definitely a concrete track. I would say Alice Forget is going to be the one to beat there. What do you think?
Yeah, he was really fast last season there. It's kind of funny because he took off so fast on the short run. I was convinced. I was like, all right, this guy's burning him off in 5 laps. He'll be right back. And then he never was.
Right.
So he's got short run speed, he's got long run speed, he's got everything. I know there's been a few tweaks to the car, maybe the setup since then, so we'll see if that changes things up at all. But typically a pretty good racetrack for me as well. So let's try and stay out of trouble. I think dirty air is going to be really bad there. So track position will be key, even more than it is normally. The Nashville Super Speedway last season was really terrible with dirty air. Also a concrete track, some similarities there. So yeah, we'll see. But he's definitely going to be, in my opinion, probably the favorite going in next week, unless James Loveland can make it. In which case, I know he's crazy fast there too. So those two might be battling it out.
That would be excellent. Now, I know, Rob, you're still looking for that first win of the season, man. But to me, you got to be proud being one of the admins here of this, of this league, and seeing that talent just come before you now. It's no longer, you're looking out the rearview mirror. You're actually having to drive out the windshield now and chase everybody down. But, man, I can't wait to see when you get that first win, man. You're kind of waiting on you, so give me shout-outs.
Yeah, it's coming. It gets a little easier after you win a couple of championships to sit and have a drought, so it doesn't hurt too bad. But yeah, you got to shout out Chapman Environmental Services. Didn't have him on the cars for the team this week in order to do the cool Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. So big shout out to Chapman, as always, for sponsoring the team and the league. And then you have Butt Kicker as well for the prize they've put up for us this season, which is pretty exciting. You got to get one of those if you don't have them. And then, you got to give a shout out to Ultimate Siding and Gutters. They do a lot to help us out here. SimTraX, you guys do an awesome job. I know at least the first half of that race, we put on a hell of a show for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
I'm sure. I look forward to going back and watching it. Yeah, shout out to the whole league tonight. We had a little bit of a messy end, which is, like I said, that's just going to happen here. But the whole first half of the race was just top stuff. It doesn't really get much better than that. So. Love to see it.
Oh yeah, could be worse, man. I'd hate to see a wreck like that on lap 8 and then it destroy half the field. Those are the heartbreaker races. But you guys, I'd rather that happen in the last 5 to 8. The last 5 to 8, not the first 5 or 8.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's all you can ask for at these. I guess we call them racetracks or whatever this thing is we do here at Talladega.
Out of curiosity, I'm figuring you would know. Did we run out of green-white checkers?
Yes, we did. Yeah, we had 2 green-white checkers there. Used them both up. Probably could have used 7 more if we had 7 more. So may as well just be happy that it ended where it did.
Got it.
We'll take 3rd.
Just taking a clarification there as to the sudden halt.
Yep. Yeah. We could keep going with the demo derby all night, so we just limited it to 2.
Awesome.
We used both of them.
That
worked.
I like the way you think. Rob, appreciate you joining us here in the booth, man. We'll catch you next week.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
You too. All right, everybody. That is Robert Rader. 3rd place finish for him. Let's move to our 2nd place finisher, Christopher Berger. Now, I haven't talked to Christopher Berger. I don't think I've talked to Christopher Berger since probably Coast to Coast Racing League. Christopher, you got a copy on me?
I got you. It's been a while.
That it has, man. 2nd place finish tonight. You and Lomax were up here in the front row. Talk to me about the kind of the let's right here at the end. Talk to me about it.
We only got out to the front because all of us with TriStar jumped out to the wall and hugged the wall for, I think there's 5-6 laps to go, and that's when the caution started. And we just knew we had to stay high if we were going to go anywhere, so we just stayed up high and went to the front.
All right, so staying up high was the key to success here tonight. I know Matthew Robinson was saying the exact same thing. High side seemed to be the right lane to be in. How close were you on fuel here at the end?
I didn't have enough. I went in, it was a 2 to go. I went in because I didn't have enough, and it looked like everybody pitted. And I put just enough to make it 1 more. And when we took the green, I had 0.8 gallons, so I wasn't even going to have enough to finish under green. So I barely pulled out the win.
Man, oh man, oh man, that was definitely a wild one here. How I'm trying to figure out how to word it here. Talladega is a tough track, and it's all about draft. But is it more about drafting and picking your line, or is it more about trying to find your teammates out there?
It's a little of both. It's tricky because the draft, you get in the draft with a big group of guys, and you seem like you're checking up a lot. You're on the gas, on the brake, on the gas, on the brake, and so if you can get with some people that you run with before that you know how to race with, and you're not snaking around the track, and you can get out high, you can go to the front.
Man, oh man, oh man. All right, well, seeing that strategy, how do you take something like that into Dover next week?
I really can't. I'm excited to go to Dover. I mean, anybody can finish in the top 3 at Talladega or Daytona, but I'm excited to go to the small tracks. Just you gotta have more patience and be careful.
Yeah, Dover being the Monster Mile, man, that thing is just so fast. I know one of the favorites to win out there is going to be Alex Forget. If you tune into last year, the broadcast, he was a bolt of lightning out there. Led the field by almost 6.5 seconds and didn't fall off. Kept going. What ended up killing him there was actually pit strategy. He sped in the pit and sped back out of his box. So, I mean, it just absolutely destroyed his race, and I guarantee he's going to be the one to watch. It might be a consideration to figure out what he's doing. Even Raider was saying there may be a package set up or something like that, but but between Dover, Kansas, and Darlington, the next track's coming up. Where do you feel here? After a second place finish, is this the beginning of Christopher Berger coming on a hot streak?
I would hope so. I mean, I like all the tracks coming up. Darlington and not so much, but hopefully I can keep it up front, and I always seem to find myself in trouble or put myself in trouble. So if I can calm down a little bit, maybe I can be up there.
All right.
Patience is always preached here.
Yeah, it does take patience. Something I don't have very much of.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, Stella, you say patience. I say a lot of accuracy. These guys drive within it was so close of each other. It's not that, bump, 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 and no. You better be ready, and these guys make sure you're ready for it.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And it's fun. It's good group of guys. Racing Revolution. It's been really fun racing with these guys. And they're all a pretty good group of guys.
All right, man. Give me your shout outs here. I haven't been able to ask you that. Give me your shout outs here.
I just gotta thank my team at TriStar, you guys with SimTraX, Racing Revolution, and my wife for putting up with me doing this.
All right. Woo, go wife.
Yeah. She don't feel the same way, but
that's all right. Hey, show her the broadcast. Show what you did.
That's right.
See? You say, see, babe? I'm famous now. All right, brother. I will catch you next week at Dover. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Take it easy. Oh, man. Christopher Berger. All right, let's get to our race winner here tonight, Nick Alves. What an awesome job he did here tonight, and really was able to yank a rabbit out of his hat on this one. And I've got to admit, he's going to be pretty uptight when I ask him this first question. Watch this. Hey, Nick, you got a copy?
I do.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and dig in the sore here. You won this one all on your own, no help. Like back at Darlington, man. I think you had Darlington had some trouble, but this one you drove away with. Did we run out of fuel at the end?
No. So on that last caution, when we were gonna do the green white checkers and we had the 2 attempts at them, me and the guys came back down, got a few more gallons because we would not have made it for those green white checkers. But yeah, no. Probably won a super speedway, Patty. Didn't get wrecked out on the last lap, so that was great. That was nice. So it's a nice change of pace, So also locked into the playoffs. So that's another good thing. The other thing is it's super speedways. You have to have teams and people you're willing to work with. And luckily throughout the whole race, I had a good team behind me. And we're working with a few other teams as well. But down towards the end over there, I looked in my mirror and we were coming to the choose cone, and I was like, wow, I don't know who's going to help me out here. And lucky enough, Chris Berger decided to stay on my bumper through 1 and 2, and got lucky enough and didn't get wrecked out there from that top line. And unlucky enough, the race ended that way, but I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, definitely pretty tight there. Now, 2 of the 4 drivers from Performance Motorsports have now made it into the playoffs. Who do we push for next? I mean, Alex Forget is supposedly the favorite to win here at Dover next week. I mean, is that what we're going to see? We're going to get 3 out of the 4 of you guys locked in the playoffs.
It'll be great to see all four of us in the playoffs. I know Alex has a really good shot to win at Dover. He ran away with that race last year. He ended up actually speeding down pit road, not once but twice. So he threw that one away. But I know he's coming out with a vengeance next week. He's put a lot of work in to do that, and I know Matt. He's real excited about all the super speedways and the short tracks where he's fast. So definitely now, me and Bennett, we're focused on stage points and bonus points. And now more so, we're focused on getting the other two in the playoffs. And then once all four of us are locked in there, we're basically just fighting for a championship after that.
Yeah, and that should be a nice, easy one. Seeing that we're a third of the way through the regular season here, this has got to be a load off. You're like, oh man, all right, piece of cake. It's not the last freaking race that you're trying to squeak into. It just
Man.
because you made it by points last time. The last race, I mean, you had to scratch and claw for that last win to squeak into the final four. But this time, now you're able to skate right into the round of 16. You're already there. Now we just gotta get stage points to push you through the round of 12, but it's pretty wild here, Nick. It's interesting seeing, you're able to get a win here, and now, more to come.
I hope so. I mean, like we say to all the guys I've won so far this year, you have that win in your back pocket, so you can do different strategies to that you wouldn't normally do to maybe get a win here or get a few more bonus points. So now me and Bennett can basically do whatever we want within reason, obviously to try to get more points here. But yeah, last year was fun. If you like drama
Yeah.
from my standpoint, I guess you can say. Those last four races before the playoffs were nerve wracking, and luckily enough, going into Daytona, I had I think it was like 25 points to the good or something, so we weren't too worried about that. But Darlington was a whole different story, where needing a win, and that was crazy enough. But there's a lot of weight off my shoulders, and now Performance Motorsports is going to focus on Matt Robinson and Alex Fajette Berube to also get in the playoffs too.
All right, man. Definitely a team player you are. Now talk to me. You're one of the admins. What did we win here tonight?
Oh, so I actually forgot about that. I was actually just rewatching some of the race here, and I was looking at the paints. I'm like, oh, holy crap! I forgot. Patrick said that he was gonna give out a free paint scheme to the winners, so that's gonna be awesome. So I can't wait to,
Yeah.
try to come up with an idea, or maybe you can help me out with an idea as well to showcase a new paint for the Coastal Financial number 24.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So I was going to say that, and I believe it's also $20 too, isn't it?
Well, Patty, as the giving men that we
Huh.
are, I'm gonna take that
Oh,
$20
dude.
and I'm gonna probably stack it on top of one of your next races coming up. So instead of 20, we'll make it 40.
All right, man. Damn. You're killing me.
Oh.
Dang. All right,
Wait,
Nick.
I did see you do the happy dance tonight. It wasn't exactly the
Uh,
Darlington, but I did see a
no,
little happy dance.
it was still happy though. It was still happy. It wasn't let me go run outside and run around the neighborhood happy, but
Yes.
it was still happy for sure.
Yeah, that is what the other one looked like, I must admit.
well, when all the pressure builds up and then you finally get it, I mean, just you got to do something. I mean, rather than you can't throw your steering wheel or jump up and flip monitors. That's where it starts getting expensive. Nick, appreciate you, man. Congratulations on your win. Give me your shout outs here.
Of course. So, firstly and foremost, I wouldn't be here in Victory Lane if it wasn't for Performance Motorsports. Big shout out to Bennett, Robinson, and Berube for always being class act teammates and working very well together so far this season. Also, give a shout out to Rob and his team. We were working with them today, and Kevin and his team as well. AKA the Roar Squad, if you want to call it. The Rotor Orlando Alves Motorsports for Super Speedway packages. But big shout out to you guys as well, Patrick. You guys do a great job. You too, Stella. For everyone that's listening or watching this, if you guys haven't already, Patrick was our surprise guest on our After Dark podcast. So make sure you check that out every Friday morning. That goes live on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube as well. Also, make sure you guys check out Patrick on the other days that he also broadcasts as well. He does a fantastic job. Also, big shout out to the league. I know we don't actually, you know what? I'm gonna big shout out to other people too that we haven't normally said on a daily basis, but we really should. The other 5 admins in this league with Trevor, Rob, Kevin, Justice, and Grant, they do a great job, obviously me included. But I know tonight's gonna be a little bit of a long night. Super speedways usually are, but they do a great job running this league. And I know a lot of guys say all the time how happy they are to be here and race with us. So that's a big shout out to all of them for doing a great job. Chapman Environmental Services, Ultimate Siding and Gutters, Butt Kicker, and obviously SimTraX with you, Patrick.
Appreciate it, Nick. I like how you Ultimate Siding and Gutters.
I always get made fun of first calling it Ultimate Siding and Guttering, so you know I paused the emphasis on each word. So Bennett, I know you're watching this, so I learned.
Good. Good.
Nick Alves, man, congratulations on your win, man. We'll catch you at Dover.
Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Stella.
Yep.
You could still teach an old dog new tricks, huh? So.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's go ahead and get him on off here. Good Lord.
Except the petty.
Yeah,
part.
I know. He does it. All right, out there in the chat, Farron is fast, never forget. No one ever forgets that Farron is fast. I've only seen you fast on the dirt.
That was a good win the other night, Farron.
Yeah, he has the chance to see how fast he is on the asphalt, because these guys are fast here on the asphalt. I appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. What a great run it was, all the way till the end. Nick Alves comes away with the win. Christopher Berger was second position, and Robert Rader with his third place finish 2 weeks in a row. Stella, talk to me about here last before we go. Dover, what do we do?
Oh, I'm going to talk to you about the fact that SimTraX brought to you this wonderful Talladega race tonight, and they are going to get a plug because experience the thrill of sim racing with SimTraX, the cutting-edge broadcast and production company. They make your league come alive with high energy and knowledgeable coverage that you won't find anywhere else. That's what I have to say about that.
Excellent. Thank you, Stella. Appreciate you guys giving a shout out, and everybody else who stuck around all the way to the end. I will catch you guys at Dover on Wednesday, next Wednesday that is, and I believe I've got the Doghouse Racing League next, actually tomorrow. So guys, hang in there. Dylan Smoot, hey, keep your head up, man. I see you out there in the chat as well. Definitely a rough night for you, man, but keep the charge on. But everybody, that's Patrick Morrison signing out. Be well, be safe, be kind. I'll catch all you guys next time.
Thank you.